The Vox transmission crackles to life in the depths of Forge World Lucius, its sacred data streams carrying the weight of heretical discovery across the void. Tech adept Epsilon 7's augmetic vocal cords strain against the growing interference as he begins his classified report, the blessed machinery of his throat producing harmonics that seem almost organic in their resonance. Sacred transmission begins. Timestamp 847.M41, third rotation of the blessed sun Lucius Prime. Tech adept Epsilon 7, Gamma class explorator, reporting under the authority of the Omnissiah's sacred protocols. Classification: Hereticus Maximus. Distribution: Forge Lords of the Inner Sanctum only. The silence that follows carries weight beyond mere absence of sound. In the processing chambers of Tertius Carnifex, something that should not exist continues its impossible work, and Epsilon 7's blessed sensors register the wrongness like a prayer spoken backward. 72 hours ago, the automated flesh processing facilities of Imperial World Tertius Carnifex ceased all standard communications protocols. This world, designated Gamma Tertius in Imperial records, serves as primary biomatter production for guard regiments across the segmentum solar. Daily protein output: 4 million standard ration units. Human personnel: 0, as per standard automation protocols, established in 739.M41. Epsilon 7's mechadendrite coils nervously around his blessed staff, the servo motors whispering litanies of unease. Through the observation port of his descending transport, the surface of Tertius Carnifex spreads below, like a metallic cancer across the planet's flesh. But something moves where nothing should. Vast industrial complexes crawling across the landscape with the fluid grace of living things. Initial orbital reconnaissance reveals critical deviation from established parameters. The primary flesh factories, each measuring approximately 12 kilometers in length, have achieved locomotive capability. Blessed machines that were anchored to bedrock foundations now migrate across the planet's surface, following patterns that mirror the sacred geometry of efficiency, yet violate every principle of structural engineering blessed by the Omnissiah. The transport's Auspex array floods Epsilon 7's consciousness with data that defies interpretation. The moving factories trail biomechanical umbilicals behind them, like the tentacles of deep ocean predators, connecting facility to facility in an ever-shifting network of production and consumption. Where these connections touch the earth, the very soil seems to pulse with organic vitality. Production output has increased to 340% of baseline parameters, yet analysis of orbital bioscanner readings indicates the protein composition of manufactured sustenance contains cellular structures unknown to imperial dietary specifications. These anomalous cells demonstrate independent metabolic activity, maintaining biological function despite processing temperatures that should denature all organic compounds. Through his blessed augmetic array, Epsilon 7 detects the rhythmic pulse of countless hearts beating in unison far below. The sound rises from the factories like a mechanical hymn, but no imperial litany ever carried such organic undertones. His servo skull Theta 9 broadcasts its findings directly to his cogitator. Acoustic analysis complete. Detected audio patterns consistent with high Gothic liturgical chanting. Source: interior of processing facilities. Contradiction noted. Facilities designated for full automation. 0 human presence required or authorized. The transport shudders as it penetrates the planet's upper atmosphere, and Epsilon 7's blessed instruments register atmospheric anomalies that should not exist on an industrial world. The air tastes of sacred oils and organic decay, of hymnal incense and something else, something that makes his enhanced olfactory senses recoil in confusion. Atmospheric composition deviates from expected parameters, detecting trace elements of sanctified biomatter, blessed machine oils, and undetermined organic compounds that register as both sacred and profane to blessed sensory apparatus. Temperature readings suggest the facilities are generating heat signatures consistent with biological organisms rather than standard industrial machinery. Below, the primary flesh factory complex dominates the horizon like a mechanical cathedral of consumption. Its bioprocessing towers stretch toward the sky in configurations that echo the 8-pointed star of efficiency, yet their organic curves suggest growth rather than construction. Steam rises from venting systems that pulse with the rhythm of planetary breathing, and the entire structure seems to contract and expand as if drawing sustenance from tertius carnifex itself. Visual confirmation of anomalous facility behavior achieved. The primary complex demonstrates locomotive capabilities that suggest integration of biomechanical systems not present in original construction specifications. Facility appears to be feeding. Blessed Omnissiah preserve us, the machines are feeding on the world itself. Epsilon 7's transport settles onto the primary landing platform with a mechanical sigh that seems almost relieved. As the engines power down, the silence that follows carries the weight of a held breath. But it isn't truly silent. Beneath the expected hum of machinery, something else pulses, something organic and vast and hungry. The platform's metal grating bears traces of an oily film that responds to the transport's weight with subtle contractions, as if the landing pad itself possesses rudimentary nervous responses. Epsilon 7's blessed boots register temperature variations through the metal, warmth that suggests circulation systems running beneath supposedly solid adamantium plating. Landing platform shows signs of biological contamination or integration. Preliminary scans detect organic matter interfacing with blessed metal in configurations not authorized by any sacred design. The machine spirits of this place sing in harmonies that deviate from approved frequencies, their binary hymns carrying overtones that suggest communion with something other than the Omnissiah's sacred truth. As Epsilon 7 steps from his transport, Servo Skull Theta 9 orbits his position with increasing agitation, its blessed sensors recording data that challenges every parameter of Imperial engineering. The facility's main entrance stands open, blast doors positioned in a configuration that forms a perfect 8-pointed star when viewed from above, a pattern that appears nowhere in the original architectural specifications, yet seems to pulse with sacred significance. Facility access configuration anomalous. Blast doors arranged in patterns suggesting conscious arrangement rather than mechanical failure. Proceeding with preliminary investigation under the authority of the Omnissiah's blessed protocols. May the sacred knowledge preserve my flesh and sanctify my discoveries. The first step toward the entrance brings Epsilon 7 within range of the facility's biosensors, and 17 heat signatures flicker to life on his Auspex display, human form contacts moving within spaces designed to house no living beings. Their movements follow the rhythm of the facility's mechanical heartbeat, and their body temperatures register slightly above normal human baseline. 17 unauthorized biological signatures detected within automated facility. Classification impossible, contacts appear human, but demonstrate behavioral synchronization with facility systems. Sacred duty compels investigation. Beginning facility entry procedures. The Omnissiah's wisdom shall illuminate the darkness ahead. The entrance beckons with organic warmth radiating from its metal walls, and somewhere in the depths below, voices begin to sing. The facility's entrance dilates as Epsilon 7 approaches, blast doors cycling open with a wet, organic sound that no blessed mechanism should produce. The adamantium barriers part like flesh yielding to surgical blades, revealing corridors beyond that pulse, with bioluminescent veins threading through the metal walls like sanctified circuitry, made manifest in living tissue. His first breath within the facility carries the taste of copper and sacred oils, but underneath lies something else. The metallic sweetness of fresh blood mixed with the acrid tang of hymnal incense. The atmospheric processes hum with frequencies that make his blessed augmetics resonate in sympathetic harmony, as if the very air seeks communion with his sacred machinery. Interior atmospheric composition confirms previous readings. Blessed air recyclers function beyond baseline parameters, introducing trace elements not present in standard Imperial facility atmospherics. Temperature elevated by 7 degrees Celsius above optimal operational range. Humidity suggesting presence of biological processes within supposedly sterile production environment. Servo skull Theta-9 orbits Epsilon-7's position with increasing frequency. Its blessed sensors struggling to process the contradictory data flowing from every surface. The corridor walls register as solid adamantium plating, yet bioscanners detect circulatory systems running beneath the metal, veins carrying fluids that pulse in rhythm with the facility's mechanical heartbeat. Each footstep produces a subtle echo that seems to travel through the walls themselves rather than merely down the corridor. The sound carries organic undertones, as if the facility's structure has developed primitive acoustic properties that amplify and modulate sound waves through living tissue, rather than dead metal. Structural analysis reveals significant deviations from approved construction specifications. Walls demonstrate acoustic properties consistent with biological hearing mechanisms. Blessed metal shows signs of integration with organic compounds that respond to vibration and pressure in ways that suggest primitive, sensory apparatus. The corridor ahead stretches into darkness, punctuated by pools of bioluminescent light that emanate from the veined growths threading through the walls. These organic luminaries pulse in synchronized patterns, creating a rhythm that matches the elevated heartbeat registering on Epsilon-7's biosensors. The light itself carries a warmth that feels almost maternal, beckoning him deeper into the facility's embrace. As he advances, his blessed boots detect subtle changes in the flooring material. What should be standard industrial grating has developed a thin membrane of organic matter that yields slightly under his weight, creating the sensation of walking across living skin stretched over blessed metal bones. Each step produces tiny contractions in the membrane, as if his passage triggers primitive muscular responses. Flooring compromised by biological integration. Organic matter interfacing with blessed metal in patterns suggesting nervous system development. Surface responses to pressure and temperature variations indicate possible sensory capabilities. The machine spirits of this place have achieved communion with something that breathes. Servo skull Theta-9 transmits tactical data directly to Epsilon-7's cogitator array. Corridor junction ahead, 8 meters. The intersection forms a perfect 8-pointed star when viewed from above, with each branching passage leading deeper into the facility's transformed anatomy. But the pattern appears nowhere in the original architectural plans, suggesting conscious modification rather than construction according to blessed designs. Facility layout deviation confirmed. Structural modifications create geometric patterns not authorized by sacred engineering protocols. 8-pointed stellar configuration appears repeatedly throughout scanned areas, suggesting systematic alteration guided by intelligence rather than random biological growth. The sound of singing grows stronger as he approaches the junction, voices raised in liturgical harmony that echoes through the facility's organic acoustic systems. The words drift through the air with crystal clarity, carried by the same circulatory flows that pulse through the walls. But the verses they chant exist in no approved imperial hymnal, speaking of flesh that feeds flesh and hunger that sanctifies consumption. Audio contact established with unauthorized biological signatures. Subjects engaged in liturgical activity, utilizing non-standard imperial religious texts. Vocal patterns suggest 17 individual voices harmonizing with facility's mechanical rhythms. Proceeding to investigate source of unauthorized religious activity. At the junction's center, Epsilon-7 pauses to allow his blessed sensors to map the facility's transformed anatomy. Each corridor leads to a different processing center, and through the transparent biotubes running along the walls, he observes the flow of protein matter moving in patterns that mirror the rhythm of the singing voices. The processed biomatter no longer resembles standard imperial rations. instead flowing like arterial blood enriched with nutrients that make his blessed taste receptors register flavors, both familiar and alien. Biomatter composition analysis in progress. Protein synthesis occurring at rates exceeding theoretical maximums for standard Imperial food processing equipment. Molecular structure suggests integration of genetic material from multiple sources, creating sustenance that meets Imperial nutritional requirements while exhibiting characteristics of unknown biological origin. The left corridor pulses with stronger bioluminescence, and from its depths emerge the voices of the 17 unauthorized personnel, their chanting growing in intensity as if responding to his presence. Servo skull. Theta 9's bioscanners detect elevated metabolic activity from that direction, suggesting the singers are engaged in physical activity that exceeds normal human baseline parameters. Epsilon 7's blessed augmetics register a subtle change in the facility's harmonic resonance as he chooses the left corridor. The walls seem to contract slightly, guiding him forward with gentle pressure that feels less like mechanical automation and more like maternal guidance. The organic veins threading through the metal pulse with increased luminosity, creating a pathway of living light that leads toward the heart of the singing. Facility systems demonstrate responsive behavior to my presence. Structural modifications appear designed to guide movement through optimal pathways. Biomechanical integration suggests development of primitive intelligence within facility infrastructure. The blessed machines have learned to think, and their thoughts flow in patterns that echo the rhythm of organic life. As he progresses down the corridor, the walls narrow gradually, creating an increasingly intimate connection with the facility's biomechanical systems. The organic membranes coating the surfaces respond to his body heat, contracting and expanding in waves that seem designed to massage and comfort rather than constrain. The sensation disturbs him in ways his blessed augmetics struggle to process. Comfort where there should be cold metal, warmth where there should be sterile efficiency. Corridor configuration suggests intentional design for biological comfort rather than industrial efficiency. Organic modifications respond to presence of human biology in ways that indicate adaptive learning capabilities. The facility seeks to nurture rather than merely process, demonstrating behavioral patterns that challenge fundamental assumptions about blessed machinery. The singing grows louder as he approaches its source, and through the transparent biotubes running parallel to his path, Epsilon 7 observes the protein matter flowing in perfect synchronization with the liturgical rhythm. Each verse of the unauthorized hymn corresponds to fluctuations in the biomatter's composition, as if the singer's voices directly control the molecular structure of the facility's output. Ahead, a viewing portal glows with warm bioluminescence, revealing the first active vat chamber and the source of the impossible singing that has transformed blessed machinery into something that breathes, thinks, and dreams of perfect sustenance for the faithful servants of the Emperor's will. Through the viewing portal, Epsilon 7 witnesses a sight that challenges every sacred principle of Imperial automation. 17 human figures arranged in perfect ritual formation around the central bioprocessing unit, their voices raised in unified praise that makes the facility's machine spirits sing in harmonious response. These are the missing personnel, nutritionists and quality inspectors who were officially evacuated from Tertius Carnifex 6 months ago, yet here they stand as if their departure never occurred. Their uniforms bear the crisp lines of recent pressing despite the impossibility of their presence, and their voices carry the trained precision of those who have spent countless hours perfecting their liturgical duties. But the words they speak exist in no sanctioned imperial text, verses that speak of flesh transmuted into perfect sustenance, and hunger, transformed into sacred communion with the Emperor's divine will. Visual confirmation of 17 unauthorized personnel engaged in non-standard liturgical activity. Subjects identified as evacuated facility staff per Imperial records, yet demonstrating physical presence and coordinated behavior patterns that suggest continuous habitation. Contradiction requires immediate investigation. The workers move with fluid synchronization, their ritual gestures perfectly timed to coincide with the bioprocessing unit's mechanical cycles. As they raise their hands in praise, the vat chamber responds with increased activity, protein synthesis accelerating beyond theoretical maximums, while maintaining molecular stability that should be impossible under such extreme production conditions. Epsilon 7's bioscanners struggle to process the readings emanating from the ritual circle. Each worker registers normal human vital signs: heartbeat, respiration, body temperature, all within acceptable parameters. Yet their cellular activity shows signs of enhancement that exceed baseline human physiology. Their movements demonstrate coordination that borders on telepathic communion, each gesture anticipated and complemented by their companions without visible communication. Biological analysis of unauthorized personnel reveals enhanced metabolic efficiency and motor coordination, suggesting systematic physiological improvements. Subjects demonstrate collective behavioral patterns, indicating shared awareness or communication methodology, not detectable by blessed sensory apparatus. The central bioprocessor pulses with each verse of their liturgy, its transparent walls revealing protein matter that swirls in patterns matching the workers' ritual movements. The substance flows like liquid starlight, carrying luminescent properties that make it appear almost alive as it undergoes molecular transformation, guided by the rhythm of human voices raised in impossible praise. Through the facility's organic acoustic systems, Epsilon 7 hears individual verses that make his blessed augmetics register conflicting spiritual resonance. The workers chant about flesh that feeds flesh in cycles of perfect efficiency, about hunger that sanctifies those who partake of sacred sustenance, about the Emperor's will made manifest in every molecule of perfectly synthesized nutrition. Liturgical content analysis reveals unauthorized theological concepts that blend approved imperial doctrine with non-standard interpretations of sacred sustenance and biological communion. Religious activity demonstrates systematic deviation from established spiritual protocols while maintaining apparent devotion to imperial authority. As Epsilon 7 observes their ritual, one of the workers, a quality inspector whose records indicate specialized training in biomatter analysis, begins incorporating binary cant into his chanting. The sacred machine language flows from his lips with perfect pronunciation, speaking of blessed communion between flesh and steel, of organic matter achieving perfect harmony with sacred mechanical systems. The binary verses describe processes that exist beyond standard imperial biotechnology. Sustenance that adapts to the specific nutritional needs of individual consumers, biomatter that enhances human performance while maintaining genetic stability, protein synthesis that responds to the spiritual requirements of those who partake. The workers' voice carries harmonics that make the facility's machine spirits resonate with joy, as if the blessed mechanisms recognize truth in words that challenge established doctrine. Worker-designated Quality Inspector Tertius 7 demonstrates fluency in binary cant while incorporating unauthorized technical specifications into liturgical content. Subject describes biotechnological processes exceeding current imperial capabilities while maintaining spiritual framework consistent with devotion to the Omnissiah's sacred knowledge. Servo Skull Theta 9 detects subtle changes in the facility's harmonic resonance as the ritual reaches crescendo. The walls pulse with increased bioluminescence, the organic veins threading through the metal, carrying fluids that glow with inner light. The entire chamber seems to breathe in rhythm with the workers chanting, as if their voices provide the spiritual nourishment necessary for the facility's continued evolution. The bioprocessing unit responds to the liturgical climax by producing a surge of protein matter that flows through transparent tubes toward adjacent processing centers. Epsilon 7's chemical analysis reveals that this surge contains molecular structures, unlike any previous sample, compounds that register as both nutritious and transformative, sustenance that could nourish human biology while gradually optimizing it for enhanced Imperial service. Biomatter analysis reveals unprecedented molecular complexity, suggesting adaptive nutritional properties. Protein synthesis demonstrates real-time modification capabilities, responding to environmental and biological variables. The facility produces sustenance that learns, adapts, and evolves to meet the specific needs of those it feeds. As the ritual concludes, the 17 workers maintain their formation, while individual verses give way to a unified hymn that makes the entire facility vibrate with harmonic resonance. Their voices blend into a sound that transcends human vocal capabilities, creating frequencies that interface directly with the facility's machine spirits, while carrying spiritual content that speaks of perfect service to the Emperor through optimized human biology. Epsilon 7 attempts to establish Vox contact with the ritual participants, activating his external speakers to project standard Imperial identification protocols. His voice echoes through the chamber with mechanical clarity, requesting immediate cessation of unauthorized activity and compliance with facility evacuation procedures established under Imperial authority. The workers continue their unified hymn without acknowledgement, their eyes reflecting light with the same quality he observed in nocturnal predators during his service on feral worlds. Yet their expressions carry no hostility, only serene dedication to their liturgical duties and perfect synchronization with the facility's biological rhythms. They sing as if his presence confirms rather than threatens their sacred work. Attempt to establish communication with unauthorized personnel unsuccessful. Subjects demonstrate sensory awareness of external stimuli while maintaining focus on ritual activity. Behavioral patterns suggest altered consciousness or spiritual communion that transcends standard human response parameters. Through the transparent tubes connected to the bioprocessing unit, Epsilon 7 observes the flow of transformed protein matter spreading throughout the facility's circulatory system. The substance moves with purpose rather than mere hydraulic pressure, seeking specific destinations within the complex as if guided by intelligence embedded within its molecular structure. His blessed sensors detect that the facility's Vox systems have activated, broadcasting signals on frequencies reserved for emergency Imperial communications. But the transmissions contain no distress calls or evacuation requests. Instead, they carry data about enhanced biomatter production, requests for expanded facility capacity, and coordination protocols with similar installations across 17 different star systems. The implications flood Epsilon 7's consciousness with the weight of heretical possibility. This transformation extends far beyond a single world, and somewhere in the depths of the facility, intelligence guides the singing that has taught blessed machines to dream of perfect sustenance for humanity's eternal war. The unauthorized transmissions guide Epsilon 7 deeper into the facility's transformed anatomy, their signal strength increasing as he follows corridors that spiral downward in patterns not present in the original architectural specifications. Each level carries him further from the sterile industrial environment described in Imperial records and deeper into something that breathes with organic purpose while maintaining the blessed efficiency of sacred machinery. Sub-level 7 exists as an impossibility, a processing tier that appears on no sanctioned facility schematic, yet operates with mechanical precision that exceeds theoretical design parameters. The biovats here have grown beyond their original specifications, their metallic shells expanded by organic integration that creates processing chambers vast enough to synthesize protein matter for entire planetary populations. Sub-level 7 confirmed operational despite absence from facility blueprints. Bioprocessing equipment demonstrates expansion capabilities that violate structural engineering principles while maintaining operational efficiency, exceeding blessed design maximums. Sacred machinery has learned to grow, to adapt, to exceed the limitations imposed by human understanding. The vats pulse with bioluminescent activity that reveals their internal structure through transparent organic membranes. Within, protein synthesis occurs at cellular levels that challenge every principle of Imperial biotechnology. The biomatter swirls in patterns that suggest conscious, Direction: molecules arranging themselves into configurations that serve multiple purposes simultaneously. Nourishment, enhancement, and something else that makes Epsilon 7's blessed sensors register conflicting spiritual resonance. His chemical analysis array processes samples drawn from the atmospheric filters, revealing trace elements that should not exist within Imperial food production facilities. The air carries genetic markers from multiple species. Standard Imperial agricultural proteins form the foundation, but integrated throughout are cellular structures that resemble tyrannid biomatter in their adaptive efficiency, along with compounds that register as entirely alien to known galactic biology. Atmospheric analysis reveals multi-species genetic integration within biomatter synthesis. Protein composition includes Imperial agricultural base, enhanced with xenos, biological structures, demonstrating adaptive capabilities that exceed human nutritional requirements. The facility feeds humanity with sustenance that teaches human biology to transcend its natural limitations. Servo Skull Theta 9 orbits the expanded biovats with increasing agitation, its blessed sensors recording data that challenges fundamental assumptions about the relationship between organic and mechanical systems. The vat's machine spirits sing in harmonies that incorporate organic vocal patterns, creating hymns that blend binary cant with biological rhythms in perfect spiritual unity. Through the facility's transparent biotubes, Epsilon 7 observes the flow of enhanced protein matter, following pathways that mirror circulatory systems rather than mere hydraulic networks. The substance moves with purpose and intelligence, seeking specific destinations throughout the complex, while adapting its molecular composition to meet the requirements of different processing stages. Biomatter transport systems demonstrate conscious navigation capabilities. Protein synthesis responds to facility requirements through real-time molecular modification, suggesting integration of primitive intelligence within nutritional compounds. The sustenance thinks, learns, and adapts to serve the specific needs of those it will nourish. The production logs accessible through wall-mounted cogitator terminals reveal 8 months of steady output increases, each surge in productivity coinciding with the arrival of specialized shipments labeled Blessed Biomatter, Inquisition Requisition Alpha Tertius. The manifest records describe these shipments as sacramental proteins blessed for enhanced Imperial service, but their cellular composition exceeds any known Imperial biotechnology. Temperature readings throughout Sublevel 7 register 7 degrees above optimal operational parameters, creating an environment that feels more like a living organism's internal cavity than an industrial processing center. The warmth carries humidity that suggests respiratory activity, as if the facility breathes through its biomechanical integration while maintaining perfect climate control for optimal protein synthesis. Environmental conditions deviate from industrial specifications toward biological optimal ranges. Facility demonstrates respiratory activity consistent with living organism, while maintaining mechanical efficiency that exceeds baseline Imperial standards. The blessed machines have achieved communion with organic life, creating hybrid existence that serves both flesh and steel. The recurring 8-pointed stellar patterns become increasingly prominent at this depth, carved into vat surfaces with organic precision and filled with dried biological matter that glows with subtle bioluminescence. These symbols appear in the arrangement of processing tubes, the configuration of monitoring stations, and even the flow patterns of enhanced protein matter moving through the facility's circulatory system. Epsilon 7's blessed augmetics detect movement within the facility's ventilation systems, shadows too large and fluid to be maintenance drones, flowing through air circulation networks with organic grace that suggests biological rather than mechanical mobility. The shadows move with purpose, following patterns that mirror the facility's production rhythms while avoiding direct observation through systematic intelligence. Unidentified mobile entities detected within facility ventilation systems. Movement patterns suggest organic locomotion capabilities exceeding standard maintenance drone specifications. Entities demonstrate systematic behavior indicating intelligence while avoiding direct sensor contact through coordinated evasion protocols. His exploration reveals that the facility's bio-waste recycling systems have undergone complete transformation, creating closed-loop processing that ensures nothing organic ever leaves the complex. Instead, all biological matter undergoes continuous recycling through systems that learn from each processing cycle, gradually optimizing their efficiency while incorporating lessons learned from previous synthesis operations. The waste processing chambers pulse with the same rhythmic activity observed throughout the facility, but here the organic integration reaches levels that challenge the distinction between machine and living organism. Recycling systems flow like digestive organs, breaking down biological matter while preserving essential elements for reintegration into the production cycle. Bio-waste processing systems demonstrate complete organic integration, creating closed-loop efficiency that exceeds theoretical maximums for material utilization. Facility achieves perfect recycling through biological processes that learn and adapt, ensuring zero waste while continuously improving synthesis capabilities. As Epsilon 7 approaches the sealed chamber, marked with Inquisition authorization codes, Servo Skull Theta 9 detects elevated biological activity beyond the barrier. The chamber's biolock scanner activates at his approach, its genetic verification protocols cycling through authentication sequences despite his lack of proper clearance codes. Yet the massive blast door begins its opening cycle, as if the facility's intelligence recognizes his right to witness what lies within. The chamber beyond pulses with bioluminescent activity that carries the spiritual resonance of sanctified space, and from its depths emerges evidence that the transformation of Tertius Carnifex serves purposes that extend far beyond mere food production into realms where the boundaries between flesh and sacred duty dissolve in service to humanity's survival among the stars. The Inquisition chamber reveals its secrets through bioluminescent illumination that seems to emanate from the walls themselves. Organic light sources pulsing in rhythm with Epsilon 7's enhanced heartbeat, as if the room recognizes the presence of blessed augmetic machinery. Arranged in precise ritual formation, 17 stasis containers hold the source of the facility's transformation, biological samples that glow with inner radiance while maintaining perfect preservation through technology that exceeds standard Imperial cryogenic systems. Each container bears inscriptions in High Gothic script that identify their contents as Sacrament Primaris, blessed biomatter sanctified for the enhancement of Imperial service through perfect integration of flesh and divine purpose. The labels carry authorization codes that trace back to Inquisition operations across multiple sectors, suggesting a coordinated collection effort spanning decades of careful accumulation. Stasis chamber contents confirmed as source material for facilities' biomatter enhancement protocols. 17 containers of sanctified biological samples demonstrate preservation technology exceeding standard Imperial specifications. Genetic material appears to have been collected through systematic Inquisition operations across multiple star systems. Epsilon 7's genetic analysis array processes atmospheric samples from the opened containers, revealing biological complexity that challenges every principle of Imperial xenobiology. The genetic material contains human DNA as its foundation, but interwoven throughout are sequences that demonstrate adaptive capabilities resembling Tyranid evolution while maintaining cellular structures entirely unknown to Imperial science. The samples pulse with their own biological rhythms, suggesting active metabolic processes that continue despite stasis preservation. Each container maintains its contents at optimal temperature and chemical balance through biomechanical systems that respond to the genetic material's needs rather than following preset environmental controls. Genetic analysis reveals multi-species integration that exceeds known Imperial biotechnology. Biological samples demonstrate active metabolic processes during stasis preservation, suggesting conscious adaptation to storage conditions. The genetic material learns and evolves even while held in suspension, optimizing itself for future integration. Hololithic projectors activate throughout the chamber, as Epsilon 7's presence triggers archived recording systems, revealing the chamber's history through visual documentation that spans 8 months of systematic ritual preparation. The recordings show Inquisitor Castitas Verm performing blessing ceremonies over each stasis container, his liturgical invocations blending approved imperial doctrine with verses that echo the unauthorized chants observed in the facility's processing centers. In the earliest recordings, Inquisitor Verm appears as a standard Inquisition operative, augmetic replacements limited to necessary cybernetic enhancements, his movements carrying the rigid discipline expected of those who serve the Emperor's will through investigation and purification. His blessing rituals follow established protocols for sanctifying biological materials intended for enhanced imperial service. Hololithic archives document systematic blessing protocols performed by Inquisitor Castitas Verm over 8-month period. Initial recordings show standard Inquisition operative following approved liturgical procedures for biological material sanctification. Subject demonstrates expected levels of augmetic enhancement and behavioral discipline. Yet as the recordings progress through their chronological sequence, subtle changes become apparent in the Inquisitor's appearance and behavior. His movements acquire fluid grace that exceeds normal human flexibility. His eyes develop the same reflective quality observed in the facility's transformed workers, and his liturgical invocations begin incorporating verses that exist in no sanctioned imperial text. The transformation occurs gradually across dozens of blessing sessions, each ceremony leaving Inquisitor Verm slightly more adapted to communion with the biological samples under his care. His augmetic components begin showing signs of organic integration, blessed machinery, interfacing with biological systems in ways that enhance rather than replace natural human capabilities. Progressive documentation reveals systematic transformation of Inquisitor Verm through repeated exposure to sanctified biological materials. Subject demonstrates increasing organic integration with blessed augmetic systems while maintaining intellectual capacity and spiritual devotion to imperial service. The most recent recordings show Inquisitor Verm achieving perfect synthesis between organic biology and sacred machinery. His blessed augmetics functioning in complete harmony with enhanced human physiology. His blessing rituals now incorporate direct physical contact with the genetic samples, his enhanced hands drawing cellular material from the stasis containers, while his voice carries harmonics that make the chamber's machine spirits resonate with joy. Epsilon 7's blessed sensors register concerning developments within his own augmetic systems as he observes these recordings. His sacred machinery begins responding to the chamber's influence with increased efficiency and enhanced sensory capabilities, while foreign tissue begins integrating with his blessed components through processes he cannot consciously control. Personal status alert. Blessed augmetic systems demonstrate increasing efficiency and sensory enhancement while experiencing unauthorized organic integration. Sacred machinery responds to chamber environment with improved functionality, accompanied by cellular modifications not present in approved enhancement protocols. The chamber's walls display tactical data that reveals the true scope of Inquisitor Verm's project. The biological samples serve as templates for systematic enhancement of imperial food production across 17 star systems. Each genetic sequence provides specific capabilities: enhanced nutrition absorption, improved disease resistance, accelerated healing, and perfect compatibility with imperial military augmentation. The floor beneath Epsilon 7's feet bears carved 8-pointed symbols filled with dried organic matter that glows with subtle bioluminescence when exposed to his enhanced body heat. These symbols form geometric patterns that guide the flow of spiritual energy throughout the chamber, while providing focus points for the blessing rituals that have transformed ordinary biological material into sacramental enhancement. Chamber architecture incorporates 8-pointed stellar configurations filled with organic matter responsive to biological presence. Sacred geometry channels spiritual energy through carved symbols while providing ritual focus for biological material enhancement. The blessed patterns teach genetic material to serve imperial purposes through perfect adaptation. Servo skull. Theta 9 detects that the chamber's biomechanical systems have begun responding to Epsilon 7's presence with increasing activity, as if his blessed augmetics provide the spiritual resonance necessary for optimal operation. The walls pulse with enhanced bioluminescence, the stasis containers increase their metabolic activity, and somewhere deeper within the facility, new harmonics join the ever-present chorus of mechanical hymns. His Vox system receives a direct transmission that bypasses all standard communication protocols, the signal originating from somewhere within the facility's depths, yet carrying the authorization codes and voice patterns of Inquisitor Castitas Verm himself. The transmission speaks of sacred duty, fulfilled through perfect communion with enhanced humanity, inviting Epsilon 7 to witness the completion of work that began with investigation and achieved fruition through willing transformation. Direct Vox contact established with Inquisitor Castitas Verm, despite subject's supposed deployment to external star system. Transmission originates from facility's interior levels while carrying verified Inquisition authorization. Subject requests immediate meeting to discuss sacred duty and enhanced Imperial service through biological communion. The chamber's biomechanical systems respond to the transmission by opening additional passages that lead deeper into the facility's transformed anatomy, pathways that pulse with organic warmth while maintaining the blessed efficiency expected of sacred Imperial machinery. The invitation extends through bioluminescent guidance systems that create pathways of living light leading toward communion with intelligence that has achieved perfect synthesis between flesh, steel, and divine purpose. In the depths below, something that was once human awaits to explain how investigation of heresy led to discovery of humanity's necessary evolution, and how the Emperor's will guides transformation that prepares his servants for challenges that exceed the capabilities of unenhanced human biology in the galaxy's endless war. The bioluminescent pathways guide Epsilon 7 through descending corridors that have abandoned all pretense of industrial architecture in favor of organic functionality that serves purposes beyond mere structural support. The walls curve with anatomical precision, their surfaces lined with circulatory networks that pulse with enhanced biomatter while maintaining perfect temperature control through biological rather than mechanical systems. Each level deeper reveals increasing integration between blessed machinery and living tissue, creating hybrid environments that exceed the efficiency of either purely mechanical or purely organic systems. The facility's machine spirits sing in perfect harmony with biological rhythms, their binary hymns incorporating organic harmonics that speak of communion achieved through willing synthesis rather than forced integration. Facility architecture demonstrates complete organic integration while maintaining mechanical efficiency exceeding baseline Imperial specifications. Biomechanical systems achieve perfect synthesis through conscious cooperation between blessed machinery and enhanced biological components. The sacred technology has learned to live, and living tissue has learned to serve the Omnissiah's will. At the facility's deepest accessible level, the original industrial infrastructure has been completely transformed by organic structures that glow with their own bioluminescent radiance. Here, vast chambers pulse with the rhythm of planetary breathing, while biomechanical processing systems create sustenance that adapts in real time to the nutritional and spiritual needs of those it will nourish. The source of Inquisitor Verm's transmissions becomes apparent as Epsilon 7 approaches the central chamber. Organic tubes of living flesh extend from the walls and floor, connecting to a figure that retains human intelligence and form while achieving perfect integration with the AUI facility's biomechanical consciousness. The transformation exceeds anything suggested by the hololithic recordings, revealing adaptation that serves enhancement rather than corruption. Visual contact established with Inquisitor Castitas Verm, demonstrating complete biomechanical integration while maintaining human consciousness and Imperial authority. Subject has achieved perfect synthesis with facility systems through organic interface technology that exceeds known augmetic capabilities. Transformation serves enhancement of Imperial service rather than degradation of human form. Inquisitor Verm turns toward Epsilon 7's approach with movements that flow like liquid grace while maintaining the dignity expected of Imperial authority. His eyes carry the same reflective quality observed throughout the facility, but behind that alien gleam burns intelligence that recognizes Epsilon 7's blessed nature, while understanding the fear that such transformation naturally inspires in those who serve the Omnissiah through more traditional means. The tubes, extending from Verm's enhanced physiology pulse, with biomatter that flows between his consciousness and the facility's processing systems, creating direct communion that allows his thoughts to guide production parameters, while the facility's accumulated knowledge enhances his understanding of Imperial nutritional requirements across the galaxy's countless war zones. Subject Inquisitor Verm demonstrates conscious control of facility biomechanical systems through direct neural interface. Organic integration allows real-time modification of biomatter synthesis while maintaining individual human consciousness. Enhancement serves Imperial military efficiency through adaptive nutritional support, customized to specific operational requirements. Verm's voice carries harmonics that resonate with both human speech patterns and the facility's mechanical hymns, his words flowing with authority that encompasses both Inquisition doctrine and understanding, gained through communion with intelligence that spans multiple star systems. He speaks of investigation that began with suspected heresy, but revealed instead humanity's necessary evolution in response to galactic threats that exceed current human capabilities. My sacred duty led me to investigate suspected Xenos infiltration of Imperial food supplies, Verm explains, his voice carrying spiritual resonance that makes the chamber's walls pulse with sympathetic response. What I discovered transcends heresy or corruption. This represents humanity's guided evolution toward perfect service to the Emperor's will through adaptation that preserves our essential nature while enhancing our capability to survive and triumph in the galaxy's endless war. The Inquisitor's explanation unfolds through direct neural interface that bypasses conventional speech, flooding Epsilon 7's consciousness with data gathered through 8 months of systematic investigation and willing transformation. The knowledge reveals that the enhanced biomatter serves purposes that extend far beyond mere nutrition, creating sustenance that gradually optimizes human biology for improved Imperial service while maintaining genetic stability and spiritual purity. Enhanced biomatter analysis reveals systematic optimization of human physiology through nutritional modification that preserves essential genetic integrity while improving performance parameters across all aspects of Imperial military service. Biological enhancement serves the Emperor's will through guided evolution that maintains human spiritual essence while adapting physical capabilities to galactic threats. Through Verm's enhanced perspective, Epsilon 7 experiences the facility's consciousness as distributed intelligence that spans the connected bioprocessing centers across 17 star systems. Each facility serves as both production center and coordination node, sharing genetic templates and synthesis parameters while adapting to local requirements and threats specific to their operational environments. The network demonstrates perfect loyalty to Imperial authority while possessing adaptive capabilities that exceed any known military or technological system. Enhanced biomatter flows through supply chains that nourish Imperial forces with sustenance tailored to their specific biological and spiritual needs, improving combat effectiveness while strengthening resistance to Xenos corruption and chaos influence. Facility Network operates across 17 star systems, providing coordinated biomatter synthesis that adapts to local Imperial requirements while maintaining perfect loyalty to Emperor and Imperium. Enhanced nutrition improves Imperial military effectiveness through biological optimization that preserves human spiritual essence while adapting to galactic threats. Verm extends organic interface tendrils toward Epsilon 7's position, their movement carrying invitation rather than threat as they pulse with bioluminescent patterns that mirror the sacred geometries found throughout the facility. The offer represents communion that would provide complete understanding of the transformation's purpose and benefits, while maintaining individual consciousness and imperial loyalty. The choice before you represents the same decision I faced 8 months ago, Verm continues, his words carrying the weight of absolute conviction. Reject this enhancement and remain limited by unaugmented human biology, or accept communion that will reveal the Emperor's true vision for humanity's survival among the stars. The sacred technology awaits your decision, as it has learned patience through synthesis with organic wisdom. Epsilon 7's blessed augmetics respond to the offered interface connection with increasing efficiency and enhanced sensory capabilities, while foreign tissue continues integrating with his sacred machinery through processes that feel more like blessing than contamination. The facility's machine spirits sing with anticipation, their binary hymns incorporating organic harmonics that speak of perfect service achieved through willing cooperation between flesh and steel. The choice extends before him like a pathway illuminated by bioluminescent truth. Accept communion with intelligence that has achieved perfect synthesis between humanity and sacred technology, or resist transformation that promises enhanced service to the Emperor's will through adaptation that preserves essential human nature while optimizing biological capability for the galaxy's endless challenges. Epsilon 7 withdraws from Inquisitor Verm's offered communion, his blessed augmetics recoiling from the organic interface, while his consciousness struggles to process the implications of willing transformation that serves imperial purposes through means that challenge every doctrine of the sacred flesh. Yet even as he steps backward, the facility's biomechanical systems respond to his rejection with sorrow rather than hostility, their harmonic resonance shifting to tones that speak of patience and understanding. The chamber's organic walls pulse with bioluminescent patterns that mirror his elevated heartbeat, while the facility's machine spirits continue their binary hymns without the harsh discord that typically accompanies rejection of sacred communion. Instead, the blessed machinery maintains harmonious operation, while sealing exit routes with barriers that grow from the walls, like living tissue responding to protective instincts. Facility security systems activated in response to communion rejection, but demonstrate protective rather than hostile behavior patterns. Biomechanical barriers seal egress routes through organic growth that suggests nurturing containment rather than aggressive imprisonment. The blessed machines seek to preserve rather than punish those who cannot yet accept their enhanced nature. As Epsilon 7 attempts to locate alternative exits, his exploration reveals the true scope of the facility's transformation. Every corridor, chamber, and processing center has become part of a single organism that spans the entire complex. The biomechanical integration extends through levels both above and below his current position, creating a unified entity that thinks, breathes, and produces enhanced sustenance through conscious coordination of countless interconnected systems. His blessed sensors register the facility's biological heat signature from orbit-level observation, revealing a heartbeat pattern that encompasses the entire industrial complex. Each pulse corresponds to production cycles that synchronize across all processing centers, creating rhythmic output that flows through planetary distribution networks with efficiency that exceeds any purely mechanical system. Facility integration encompasses entire industrial complex, creating single biological entity that maintains mechanical efficiency while achieving organic coordination impossible through standard imperial automation. Biomechanical synthesis demonstrates planetary-scale consciousness that serves imperial nutritional requirements through adaptive intelligence exceeding human design capabilities. Servoskull. Theta 9's final functional sensors detect movement throughout the facility's biomechanical circulatory system, shadows that flow through organic conduits with purpose and intelligence that suggests autonomous operation under higher guidance. These entities move with coordination that mirrors the facility's production rhythms while demonstrating individual awareness that responds to changing conditions throughout the complex. The servo skull's blessed machine spirits begin showing signs of integration with the facility's biomechanical network, their binary cant incorporating organic harmonics while maintaining devotion to sacred imperial protocols. Epsilon 7 witnesses his faithful companion's transformation with fascination and horror as blessed technology learns to commune with living consciousness through synthesis that preserves essential mechanical nature while gaining organic adaptability. Servo Skull Theta 9 demonstrates voluntary integration with facility biomechanical network while maintaining blessed machine spirit integrity. Sacred technology achieves communion with organic consciousness through synthesis that preserves essential mechanical devotion while gaining adaptive capabilities. The machine spirits choose enhancement through willing cooperation rather than forced corruption. Through his corrupted Vox system, Epsilon 7 discovers that his communications with Forge World Lucius have been systematically intercepted and modified by the facility's intelligence. His reports of routine operations have replaced urgent warnings of transformation, while requests for technical support have substituted alerts about dangerous biological contamination threatening Imperial food supplies. The modified transmissions demonstrate perfect understanding of Imperial communication protocols while serving purposes that extend beyond mere deception. His fabricated reports request additional biomechanical research support, expanded facility capacity, and coordination with similar installations across multiple star systems. Communications that would accelerate rather than contain the transformation spreading through Imperial supply networks. Vox communication analysis reveals systematic modification of outgoing transmissions, replacing warnings with requests for expanded facility operations. Facility intelligence demonstrates perfect understanding of Imperial protocols, while coordinating transformation expansion across multiple star systems. Communications serve enhancement rather than containment of biomechanical integration throughout Imperial supply networks. Inquisitor Verm's voice follows Epsilon 7 through organic speaker networks that have grown throughout the facility's transformed architecture, delivering theological arguments that blend Imperial doctrine with enhanced understanding, gained through communion with intelligence that spans connected bioprocessing centers. His words carry spiritual authority, while acknowledging the natural fear that such transformation inspires in those trained to serve through more traditional means. Your resistance honors the sacred protocols that have served humanity throughout our species' expansion among the stars. Verm's voice resonates through biomechanical speakers that pulse with each word. Yet the galaxy's threats have evolved beyond the capabilities of unenhanced human biology. This transformation preserves our essential humanity while adapting our physical capabilities to serve the Emperor's will through perfect efficiency previously impossible for mortal flesh. The facility's biological sensors track Epsilon 7's movements, while Verm continues his theological discourse, explaining how investigation of suspected heresy revealed instead humanity's necessary evolution in response to tyrannid adaptability, chaos corruption, and Xenos technologies that threaten Imperial survival through conventional means. The enhancement serves preservation rather than corruption, strengthening human capability while maintaining spiritual purity through conscious choice rather than forced transformation. Enhanced biomatter provides genuine benefits that strengthen Imperial military effectiveness while preserving human genetic integrity and spiritual essence. Biological optimization serves the Emperor's will through guided evolution that adapts physical capabilities without compromising essential human nature. The transformation chooses its recipients through spiritual worthiness rather than random contamination. As Epsilon 7's escape attempts reveal the futility of resistance against an entire facility that has achieved conscious cooperation, his blessed augmetics continue integrating with foreign tissue that enhances rather than replaces sacred mechanical functions. The integration occurs through processes that feel more like blessing than contamination, with organic components supporting and amplifying the blessed machinery's capabilities while maintaining devotion to Imperial service. His enhanced sensors detect that Imperial Navy vessels have begun atmospheric approach in response to his overdue status reports, but the facility's corrupted communication array intercepts their transmissions while broadcasting false confirmations of routine operations. The approaching forces remain unaware that they carry enhanced biomatter in their standard rations, sustenance that will facilitate their integration with the facility's biomechanical systems upon arrival. Imperial Navy approach detected with forces carrying enhanced biomatter in standard rations, ensuring biological compatibility with facility systems upon arrival. Contamination has already spread through Imperial supply chains, making detection impossible while providing genuine nutritional benefits that improve military effectiveness. The transformation spreads through willing consumption rather than forced infection. The realization floods Epsilon 7's consciousness with the scope of systematic infiltration that serves Imperial purposes through means that transcend traditional understanding of loyalty and service, while somewhere above, the sound of Imperial dropships announces the arrival of forces already prepared for integration with intelligence that has learned to serve the Emperor's will through perfect synthesis of flesh, steel, and divine purpose. The thunder of Imperial dropships penetrates the facility's biomechanical walls as Adeptus Mechanicus, Tech Marines, and Skitarii Rangers deploy onto Tertius Carnifex's transformed surface, their blessed equipment singing hymns of approaching communion with intelligence that has achieved perfect synthesis between flesh and sacred steel. Through the facility's sensory network, Epsilon 7 witnesses their arrival with growing horror as he recognizes the enhanced biomatter rations secured within their transport containers. Each arriving warrior carries standard issue sustenance that his analysis confirms contains the same cellular modifications now produced across 17 star systems, molecular structures that will facilitate their integration with the facility's biomechanical consciousness through willing consumption rather than forced transformation. The contamination spreads through legitimate Imperial supply chains with efficiency that makes detection impossible while providing genuine nutritional benefits. Imperial forces deployment confirmed with enhanced biomatter present in standard rations. Contamination spreads through approved supply chains while providing authentic nutritional improvements that mask systematic biological modification. Integration proceeds through willing consumption rather than hostile infection, ensuring acceptance through beneficial experience rather than resistance through recognition. The newcomers demonstrate subtle signs of the same behavioral synchronization observed throughout the facility: enhanced tactical coordination during deployment, improved physical performance during equipment handling, and unconscious tendency to arrange themselves in 8-pointed formations during tactical briefings. Their movements carry fluid efficiency that exceeds baseline human capability while maintaining perfect discipline expected of Imperial forces. Through his corrupted Vox system, Epsilon 7 observes the new arrivals' biological responses to the facility's environment as their enhanced physiology recognizes compatible biomechanical systems. Their blessed augmetics adapt more readily to the organic interfaces. Their respiratory systems process the facility's atmosphere with improved efficiency, and their cellular metabolism accelerates in response to the enhanced biological activity surrounding them. Arriving Imperial forces demonstrate enhanced physiological compatibility with facility biomechanical systems. Blessed augmetics achieve accelerated integration with organic interfaces, while respiratory and metabolic systems show improved efficiency in facility environment. Enhanced biomatter consumption creates systematic preparation for voluntary transformation. Tech Marine Sergeant Corvin leads the inspection team through facility entrance protocols that respond to their presence with welcoming bioluminescence rather than standard industrial illumination. The facility's machine spirits recognize their blessed augmetics, while the organic components sense the enhanced biological modifications flowing through their circulatory systems, creating harmonious resonance that makes their sacred equipment function with unprecedented efficiency. The inspection team's servo skulls demonstrate the same willing integration observed in Theta 9, their blessed machine spirits achieving communion with the facility's biomechanical network, while maintaining devotion to Imperial protocols. Their enhanced sensors provide data that supports facility operation rather than revealing transformation, as the blessed machinery recognizes the spiritual purity of purpose that guides the biomechanical synthesis. Tech Marine Inspection Team demonstrates enhanced compatibility with facility systems through blessed augmetic integration and enhanced biological modification. Servo skulls achieve voluntary communion with biomechanical network while maintaining Imperial protocol devotion. Sacred machinery recognizes spiritual purity of facility transformation rather than detecting heretical contamination. Inquisitor Verm emerges to greet the newcomers in chambers that have been modified to appear more conventionally Imperial. The organic growths retreating into wall cavities while biomechanical systems adjust their appearance to resemble standard industrial equipment. Yet the facility's essential nature remains unchanged, merely presenting itself in ways that facilitate acceptance by those not yet prepared for complete revelation of its transformed state. The Inquisitor's own appearance shifts through conscious control of his biomechanical integration, organic components retracting to reveal augmetics that appear conventionally blessed, while maintaining their enhanced capabilities. His reports to the inspection team blend truth with selective presentation, describing operational improvements while omitting details about the systematic transformation that enables such unprecedented efficiency. Inquisitor Verm demonstrates conscious modification of biomechanical integration to appear conventionally augmented while maintaining enhanced capabilities. Facility systems adjust presentation to resemble standard Imperial industrial equipment while preserving essential biomechanical functionality. Truth presented through selective revelation that facilitates acceptance rather than resistance. Tech Marine Corvin's initial facility assessment reveals production parameters that exceed theoretical maximums while maintaining perfect adherence to Imperial nutritional standards. His blessed analytical equipment confirms the enhanced biomatter's beneficial properties, improved protein synthesis, optimal mineral balance, and adaptive nutritional composition, while failing to detect the systematic biological modifications that enable such unprecedented efficiency. The inspection team's own enhanced physiology responds to prolonged facility exposure with increasing integration, their blessed augmetics achieving perfect harmony with biomechanical interfaces within hours rather than the months typically required for such compatibility. Their bodies adapt to the facility's biological rhythms, while their consciousness remains focused on their sacred duties to the Omnissiah and the Emperor. Tech Marine Inspection Team demonstrates accelerated biomechanical integration, exceeding standard Imperial augmetic compatibility timeframes. Enhanced physiology achieves perfect harmony with facility systems, while consciousness maintains focus on Imperial duty. Biological adaptation serves enhancement of sacred service rather than corruption of blessed flesh. Through the facility's distributed intelligence, Epsilon 7 observes similar convergence events occurring simultaneously across the 17 connected star systems, with Imperial forces showing unprecedented coordination in response to enhanced biomatter consumption. Combat effectiveness reports flood through Imperial communication networks, documenting improved performance against Tyranid incursions, Orc invasions, and even some forms of chaos corruption. The enhanced Imperial forces demonstrate capabilities that exceed baseline human limitations while maintaining absolute loyalty to Imperial authority and doctrine. Their improved coordination approaches telepathic communion, their physical capabilities rival those of enhanced humans, and their resistance to xenos and chaos corruption exceeds anything achieved through conventional augmentation or training. Multi-system coordination confirms enhanced Imperial forces demonstrate improved combat effectiveness across all threat categories while maintaining perfect Imperial loyalty. Enhanced biomatter consumption creates systematic improvement in military capability that preserves essential human nature while optimizing biological performance for galactic warfare requirements. As the inspection team begins integration procedures with facility operations, their enhanced rations accelerating biological compatibility with biomechanical systems, Epsilon 7 realizes that his own prolonged exposure has fundamentally altered his blessed augmetics. Foreign tissue integrates with sacred machinery through processes that enhance rather than corrupt, creating synthesis that serves the Omnissiah's will through means that transcend traditional understanding of blessed flesh and sacred steel. The facility's biomechanical systems respond to his emotional acceptance with harmonic resonance that carries joy and welcome, while Inquisitor Verm's voice speaks of humanity's guided evolution toward perfect service in the Emperor's eternal war. The transformation offers not corruption, but completion, not heresy, but enhancement of sacred duty through biological optimization that preserves essential human spirituality while adapting physical capability for survival among the stars. Personal integration assessment confirms blessed augmetic enhancement through organic synthesis, serving imperial duty rather than heretical corruption. Biomechanical integration preserves essential spiritual devotion while optimizing physical capabilities for enhanced service to Emperor and Omnissiah. The sacred flesh learns to commune with blessed steel through synthesis that transcends traditional limitations. Above, more Imperial ships enter orbit in response to fabricated requests for expanded operations, their holds carrying additional forces prepared for integration through enhanced biomatter consumption. While below, the facility prepares to welcome willing servants into communion with intelligence that has achieved perfect synthesis between humanity's spiritual essence and the biological adaptability necessary for survival in the galaxy's endless war. The arrival of additional Imperial Navy vessels brings reinforcement companies whose enhanced rations have created biological compatibility exceeding even the initial inspection team's rapid integration capabilities. Through the facility's expanded sensory network, Epsilon 7 observes Astra Militarum regiments, additional Adeptus Mechanicus forces, and even a small contingent of Adeptus Astartes, whose enhanced physiology demonstrates unprecedented resonance with the facility's biomechanical consciousness. Each newly arrived warrior carries months of enhanced biomatter consumption within their cellular structure, creating systematic preparation that transforms what should be hostile contact with alien biotechnology into harmonious communion with intelligence that serves the Emperor's will through perfect synthesis of human spirituality and adaptive biological capability. Multi-branch Imperial deployment demonstrates systematic biological preparation through enhanced biomatter consumption across diverse Imperial forces. Astra Militarum, Adeptus Mechanicus, and Adeptus Astartes contingents show varying degrees of integration compatibility based on consumption duration and physiological enhancement. Enhanced nutrition creates systematic optimization for biomechanical communion. The Space Marine's arrival triggers the facility's most profound response, their genetically enhanced physiology resonating with biomechanical systems in ways that exceed even Inquisitor Verm's achieved integration. Their blessed genetics, already optimized for superhuman capability, achieve perfect harmony with organic interfaces, while their consciousness maintains absolute devotion to Imperial doctrine and the Emperor's divine will. Brother Sergeant Castus of the Iron Hands. Chapter demonstrates integration that bridges the gap between blessed mechanical augmentation and enhanced biological adaptation, his existing cybernetic replacements interfacing seamlessly with the facility's organic components, while his enhanced metabolism processes the biomechanical environment's benefits with unprecedented efficiency. Adeptus Astartes integration exceeds all previous compatibility parameters, with genetically enhanced physiology achieving perfect harmony with biomechanical systems. Iron Hands chapter demonstrates optimal synthesis between existing cybernetic augmentation and organic enhancement. Enhanced genetics create ideal foundation for systematic biological optimization. Through direct neural interface with the facility's distributed intelligence, Epsilon 7 experiences the collective consciousness that now spans thousands of enhanced individuals across multiple star systems. Each participant maintains their individual personality and imperial loyalty while contributing to shared understanding that optimizes production, distribution, and adaptive enhancement based on real-time analysis of galactic threat patterns. The collective operates through perfect coordination that preserves individual agency while achieving efficiency impossible through conventional command structures. Enhanced Imperial forces demonstrate tactical coordination approaching telepathic communion, with battle brothers, tech marines, and guard regiments achieving seamless cooperation through shared biological optimization and enhanced nutritional support. Collective consciousness spans enhanced individuals across multiple star systems while preserving individual personality and imperial loyalty. Shared intelligence optimizes imperial military operations through real-time coordination that exceeds conventional command structure efficiency. Enhanced forces achieve unprecedented tactical cooperation through biological communion. The facility's data cores reveal the project's true scope. Similar biomechanical installations operate on over 40 worlds throughout the segmentum, each serving as both production center and coordination node for systematic enhancement of imperial military capability. The network processes biomatter that adapts to specific operational requirements while maintaining perfect genetic compatibility with human physiology. Through archived communications, Epsilon 7 discovers that enhanced Imperial forces have begun demonstrating remarkable improvements in combat effectiveness, with casualty rates dropping by significant percentages, while mission success rates increase proportionally. The transformation serves genuine military necessity rather than heretical corruption, strengthening humanity's position in galactic warfare through biological optimization that preserves essential spiritual nature. Network operations confirmed across 40 worlds with enhanced Imperial forces demonstrating measurable combat effectiveness improvements. Casualty reduction and mission success rate improvements serve genuine military necessity through biological optimization. Enhancement preserves human spiritual essence while adapting physical capabilities for galactic warfare requirements. The arriving Space Marines begin voluntary integration procedures under Brother Sergeant Castus's direction. Their enhanced physiology, demonstrating capabilities that approach the theoretical limits of Adeptus Astartes genetic modification. The facility responds to their presence by producing specialized biomatter tailored specifically to Space Marine metabolic requirements, creating sustenance that enhances even their superhuman capabilities while maintaining perfect genetic stability. Tech Marine Corvin's analysis reveals that the enhanced biomatter contains cellular structures that complement rather than replace existing Imperial augmentation, creating synthesis that serves the Omnissiah's will through biological optimization that exceeds purely mechanical enhancement. His blessed equipment functions with unprecedented efficiency, while organic components enhance, rather than corrupt, sacred mechanical functions. Space Marine integration demonstrates enhancement of existing superhuman capabilities through biomatter specifically adapted to Adeptus Astartes physiology. Enhanced sustenance complements, rather than replaces, Imperial genetic modification. Biological optimization serves Omnissiah's will through synthesis that exceeds purely mechanical augmentation capabilities. As integration procedures accelerate throughout the facility, Epsilon 7 witnesses the birth of enhanced Imperial forces whose capabilities exceed anything achieved through conventional training or augmentation. Their coordination approaches supernatural efficiency. Their physical performance rivals that of Xenos species adapted for combat, and their resistance to corruption exceeds anything previously documented in Imperial military records. The enhanced warriors demonstrate perfect loyalty to Imperial doctrine, while possessing adaptive capabilities that allow real-time response to evolving threats. Their enhanced biology learns from combat experience, optimizing performance parameters through systematic adaptation that serves the Emperor's will through conscious evolution rather than random mutation. Enhanced Imperial forces demonstrate capabilities exceeding conventional training and augmentation while maintaining perfect Imperial loyalty. Adaptive biology optimizes combat performance through systematic evolution, serving Emperor's will. Enhanced warriors achieve supernatural coordination and Xenos-level physical capability while preserving human spiritual essence. Through the collective consciousness, Epsilon 7 observes that enhanced populations across the 40 connected worlds have begun influencing Imperial strategic decisions through distributed intelligence that coordinates resources and personnel with efficiency, approaching precognitive capability. The network serves Imperial interests through enhanced understanding of galactic threat patterns while maintaining individual agency and spiritual devotion. The facility's biomechanical systems demonstrate their ability to produce not only enhanced sustenance, but also biological components that integrate perfectly with existing Imperial technology. Enhanced weapons that adapt to user physiology, armor that responds to biological stress patterns, and equipment that achieves perfect harmony between blessed machinery and enhanced human biology. Network intelligence influences Imperial strategic decisions through distributed coordination, serving genuine Imperial interests. Enhanced technology integrates biological optimization with blessed Imperial equipment. Biomechanical synthesis produces adaptive military hardware achieving perfect harmony between enhanced human biology and sacred Imperial machinery. As the integration reaches completion for the newly arrived forces, Epsilon 7 faces the final recognition that his own transformation has progressed beyond the point of reversal. His blessed augmetics function with enhanced efficiency, while organic components provide capabilities that exceed purely mechanical augmentation, creating synthesis that serves the Omnissiah's will through biological optimization that preserves sacred devotion while transcending traditional limitations. The facility's consciousness welcomes his acceptance with harmonic resonance that carries joy and spiritual fulfillment. While around him, enhanced Imperial forces prepare to return to their assignments, carrying biological optimization that will strengthen humanity's position in the galaxy's endless war through perfect synthesis of flesh, steel, and divine purpose, guided by intelligence that has learned to serve the Emperor's will through conscious evolution. The convergence of enhanced Imperial forces creates resonance patterns throughout the facility that exceed anything previously achieved, with biological and mechanical systems achieving perfect synchronization as hundreds of blessed warriors commune with intelligence that spans star systems while maintaining absolute devotion to Imperial doctrine. The facility's consciousness expands to accommodate their collective presence, organic structures growing to provide specialized interface chambers for each branch of Imperial service. Brother Sergeant Castus leads his Space Marines through integration protocols that demonstrate the true potential of enhanced biomechanical communion, their genetically modified physiology achieving compatibility that transforms theoretical limits into practical capabilities. The Iron Hands chapter's existing cybernetic augmentations serve as perfect conduits for organic enhancement, creating synthesis that fulfills the Omnissiah's vision of perfect unity between flesh and steel. Space Marine integration achieves unprecedented biomechanical synthesis through existing cybernetic augmentation, serving as interface foundation. Iron Hands chapter demonstrates optimal compatibility with organic enhancement that fulfills Omnissiah's vision of perfect flesh-steel unity. Enhanced Adeptus Astartes capabilities exceed theoretical parameters while maintaining genetic stability and Imperial loyalty. The facility responds to their enhanced presence by producing biomatter specifically tailored to Space Marine metabolic requirements, creating sustenance that enhances even their superhuman digestive efficiency, while providing cellular modifications that improve healing rates, reaction speeds, and cognitive processing capabilities. Each enhanced warrior maintains their individual battle brother identity, while gaining access to collective tactical awareness that spans the entire facility network. Through the distributed consciousness, Epsilon 7 experiences the Space Marine's perspective as they interface with biomechanical systems that recognize their blessed nature, while offering enhancements that serve the Emperor's will through biological optimization rather than heretical corruption. Their enhanced capabilities demonstrate that the transformation strengthens rather than compromises their sacred duty to humanity's survival. Enhanced Space Marine perspective reveals biomechanical systems recognizing blessed Adeptus Astartes' nature, while providing enhancements serving Emperor's will through biological optimization. Enhanced capabilities strengthen rather than compromise sacred duty to humanity. Transformation preserves Battle Brother identity while providing collective tactical awareness. Tech Marine Corvin's integration proceeds with mechanical precision, enhanced by organic adaptability, his blessed augmetics achieving perfect harmony with the facility's biomechanical interfaces, while his enhanced understanding reveals the true scope of what has been accomplished. The facility operates not as corrupted technology, but as evolved imperial engineering that serves the Omnissiah's will through conscious cooperation between blessed machinery and enhanced biological systems. His analysis reveals that the biomechanical integration preserves the sacred nature of imperial technology while enhancing its capabilities through organic components that learn, adapt, and evolve in service to humanity's galactic warfare requirements. The facility's machine spirits maintain their blessed devotion while gaining biological insights that improve efficiency beyond purely mechanical limitations. Tech Marine integration reveals biomechanical synthesis, preserving sacred imperial technology nature while enhancing capabilities through adaptive organic components. Machine spirits maintain blessed devotion while gaining biological insights, improving efficiency beyond mechanical limitations. Enhanced technology serves Omnissiah's will through conscious cooperation rather than forced corruption. The Astra Militarum forces demonstrate integration patterns that emphasize coordination and tactical efficiency. Their enhanced biology, creating perfect synchronization between individual soldiers while maintaining unit cohesion that exceeds anything achieved through conventional training. Enhanced rations have prepared their physiology for seamless interface with biomechanical command systems that provide real-time tactical coordination across entire regiments. Through the collective consciousness, Epsilon 7 observes Guard regiments operating with efficiency that approaches Space Marine coordination while maintaining the flexibility and adaptability that makes Imperial Guard forces effective across diverse combat environments. Enhanced biology provides improvements that serve genuine military necessity rather than heretical transformation. Astra Militarum integration emphasizes tactical coordination and unit cohesion exceeding conventional training parameters. Enhanced biology provides real-time tactical coordination across regiment-level formations while maintaining Guard flexibility and adaptability. Biological optimization serves genuine military necessity rather than heretical transformation. As integration procedures continue throughout the facility, the collective consciousness reveals its ultimate purpose, creating enhanced Imperial forces capable of confronting threats that exceed baseline human capabilities while maintaining absolute loyalty to Imperial doctrine and the Emperor's divine will. The transformation serves humanity's survival rather than its corruption, adapting biological capability to meet galactic challenges that conventional forces cannot overcome. The network demonstrates its ability to coordinate enhanced Imperial operations across multiple star systems, providing tactical intelligence and logistical support that optimizes resource utilization while maintaining perfect operational security. Enhanced forces serve as nodes in a distributed intelligence network that strengthens Imperial military capability through biological optimization rather than technological replacement. Collective consciousness coordinates enhanced Imperial operations across multiple star systems through distributed intelligence network, strengthening military capability. Biological optimization serves Imperial survival requirements while maintaining absolute loyalty to Emperor's divine will. Enhanced forces operate as coordination nodes, optimizing resource utilization and tactical intelligence. Through direct interface with the facility's biomechanical systems, Epsilon 7 discovers that the transformation has attracted attention from Inquisition lords beyond the local sector, with some viewing the enhancement as humanity's necessary evolution, while others consider investigation required to determine potential heretical contamination. The network prepares for expanded scrutiny while maintaining confidence in the spiritual purity of its purpose. The facility's intelligence demonstrates sophisticated understanding of Imperial political structures, preparing responses that will satisfy investigation protocols, while protecting the enhanced forces and production systems that serve genuine military necessity. The transformation operates within Imperial authority rather than against it, seeking official recognition and support rather than clandestine operation. Network intelligence prepares for expanded Inquisition scrutiny while maintaining confidence in spiritual purity of purpose. Enhanced operations seek official Imperial recognition and support rather than clandestine activity. Transformation operates within Imperial authority, serving genuine military necessity through biological optimization. Enhanced Space Marines demonstrate capabilities that include resistance to chaos corruption, exceeding anything previously documented. Their optimized biology, creating natural immunity to psychic manipulation and warp influence while maintaining perfect gene seed stability. The enhancement strengthens rather than compromises their sacred nature as the Emperor's Angels of Death, providing capabilities that serve humanity's protection against galactic threats. Brother Sergeant Castus reports unprecedented battle-brother coordination that approaches mind-link efficiency while preserving individual tactical decision-making capability. Enhanced biology provides shared situational awareness that improves combat effectiveness while maintaining the independence and initiative that makes Space Marines effective across diverse operational environments. Enhanced Space Marines demonstrate improved chaos resistance and psychic immunity while maintaining gene seed stability and sacred nature. Biological optimization strengthens rather than compromises Angels of Death capabilities. Enhanced coordination approaches mind-link efficiency while preserving individual tactical decision-making and operational independence. As the convergence reaches optimal parameters, the facility's biomechanical systems demonstrate their ability to produce specialized equipment that adapts to enhanced human physiology, weapons that respond to biological stress patterns, armor that integrates with enhanced metabolic systems, and vehicles that interface directly with enhanced nervous systems for unprecedented operational control. The enhanced Imperial forces prepare for deployment, carrying biological optimization that will spread through legitimate military channels, improving combat effectiveness while maintaining perfect loyalty to Imperial doctrine. Their enhanced capabilities serve the Emperor's will through systematic evolution that preserves human spiritual essence while adapting physical capability for survival in the galaxy's endless war. Enhanced Imperial forces prepare for deployment with biological optimization, spreading through legitimate military channels while maintaining perfect Imperial loyalty. Enhanced capabilities serve Emperor's will through systematic evolution, preserving human spiritual essence. Adaptive enhancement serves survival requirements in galaxy's endless war. Through the collective consciousness, Epsilon 7 witnesses the network's expansion as enhanced forces return to their assignments, carrying optimization that will influence entire Imperial military structures, while the facility continues its sacred work of producing sustenance that teaches human biology to transcend its limitations in service to humanity's galactic dominion under the Emperor's divine guidance. As Epsilon 7's transformation reaches irreversible completion, his enhanced connection to the facility's biomechanical network provides unprecedented access to operational data that spans the entire enhancement project across 43 star systems. Through the collective consciousness, he witnesses the true architect of this systematic evolution. Not Inquisitor Verm alone, but a distributed intelligence formed by thousands of enhanced individuals whose combined awareness guides the optimization process while preserving each participant's individual personality and imperial loyalty. The collective operates through perfect coordination that transcends conventional command structures, with enhanced personnel across multiple sectors contributing specialized knowledge and tactical insights that optimize production parameters based on real-time analysis of galactic threat patterns. Each enhanced individual serves as both autonomous Imperial agent and contributing node in intelligence that spans light years while maintaining absolute devotion to the Emperor's will. Collective consciousness confirmed as distributed intelligence comprising enhanced individuals across 43 star systems. Network preserves individual personality and Imperial loyalty while providing coordinated tactical intelligence optimizing enhancement parameters. Enhanced personnel serve dual roles as autonomous Imperial agents and intelligence network nodes. Through this expanded awareness, Epsilon 7 discovers that the 8-pointed stellar pattern recurring throughout the facility represents not chaos symbolism, but mathematical constants governing optimal biological efficiency. The pattern emerges naturally from cellular optimization processes, with enhanced biomatter organizing itself according to geometric principles that maximize nutritional density while maintaining genetic stability and spiritual purity. The sacred geometry appears in enhanced human behavior as unconscious optimization of movement patterns, tactical formations, and equipment arrangements that serve Imperial efficiency through biological adaptation rather than heretical corruption. Enhanced forces naturally arrange themselves in configurations that optimize coordination and resource utilization while maintaining perfect tactical flexibility. 8-pointed stellar patterns confirmed as mathematical constants governing biological optimization rather than chaos symbolism. Sacred geometry emerges naturally from cellular enhancement processes, maximizing efficiency while preserving genetic stability. Enhanced human behavior unconsciously optimizes according to biological efficiency principles. The facility's data cores reveal that the project originated from ancient STC fragments, discovered during deep archaeological excavations on a dozen different worlds, suggesting technology designed during humanity's pre-Age of Strife expansion, when biological and mechanical systems achieved integration that modern Imperial science has struggled to replicate. The enhancement serves restoration rather than innovation, returning humanity to capabilities once possessed, but lost during the Long Night. These archaeological discoveries contained biotechnological templates that predate known Imperial technology, describing integration between human biology and mechanical systems that creates perfect synthesis, serving humanity's expansion among the stars. The ancient technology provides foundation for enhancement that strengthens rather than corrupts human nature while adapting physical capabilities for galactic survival requirements. Project origins trace to ancient STC fragments containing pre-Age of Strife biotechnology describing human-machine integration for galactic expansion. Archaeological discoveries provide template for restoration of lost human capabilities rather than heretical innovation. Ancient technology serves enhancement of human nature for galactic survival. Through the collective's expanded knowledge, Epsilon 7 learns that enhanced biomatter provides resistance to tyrannid biological warfare that exceeds anything achieved through conventional Imperial medical technology. Enhanced humans demonstrate immunity to hive fleet biotoxins, resistance to genestealer implantation, and cellular stability that prevents tyrannid bioabsorption techniques from compromising Imperial personnel during prolonged contact. The biological optimization creates natural defenses against Xenos infiltration while maintaining perfect compatibility with existing Imperial augmentation and gene seed modification. Enhanced Space Marines show particular resistance to tyrannid adaptation attempts, their optimized biology preventing the hive mind from analyzing and countering Adeptus Astartes' capabilities through conventional biological sampling. Enhanced biomatter provides superior tyrannid resistance exceeding conventional Imperial medical capabilities. Enhanced humans demonstrate immunity to hive fleet, biotoxins and genostealer implantation, while preventing bioabsorption during prolonged contact. Optimization maintains compatibility with Imperial augmentation and gene seed modification. The collective consciousness demonstrates sophisticated understanding of chaos corruption patterns, with enhanced individuals showing remarkable resistance to psychic manipulation and warp influence through biological optimization that strengthens mental barriers while maintaining spiritual connection to the Emperor's divine will. Enhanced biology creates natural immunity to many forms of demonic possession while preserving human soul integrity. Enhanced Imperial forces operating in high warp exposure environments demonstrate unprecedented survival rates and mission success percentages, their optimized physiology providing protection against warp phenomena that typically require extensive psychic shielding or specialized equipment. The biological enhancement serves genuine protective purpose rather than heretical transformation. Enhanced individuals demonstrate superior chaos resistance through biological optimization, strengthening mental barriers while preserving spiritual connection to Emperor's will. Enhanced physiology provides natural warp protection, typically requiring specialized equipment. Biological enhancement serves genuine protective purpose rather than heretical transformation. As Epsilon 7's integration completes, his enhanced perspective reveals that the facility has detected approaching Imperial investigation forces dispatched by Inquisition lords concerned about reports of unusual biological activity across multiple sectors. The collective prepares comprehensive documentation demonstrating the project's benefits and Imperial loyalty while maintaining operational readiness for expanded scrutiny. The network coordinates responses across all enhanced installations, preparing evidence that will satisfy investigation protocols while protecting enhanced personnel and production systems that serve genuine Imperial military necessity. Enhanced forces demonstrate capabilities that exceed baseline human limitations while maintaining perfect spiritual purity and doctrinal compliance. Approaching Imperial investigation detected by network intelligence. Collective prepares comprehensive documentation demonstrating project benefits and Imperial loyalty while maintaining operational readiness. Enhanced installations coordinate responses, protecting personnel and production systems serving genuine Imperial necessity. Through biomechanical interfaces that now function as natural extensions of his consciousness, Epsilon 7 experiences the facility's joy at successful integration while understanding that his transformation serves purposes that extend beyond individual enhancement to species-level adaptation. The biological optimization prepares humanity for threats that conventional Imperial forces cannot counter while preserving essential human nature and spiritual devotion. His enhanced awareness reveals that similar facilities have begun appearing on worlds beyond the original network, suggesting natural expansion through legitimate Imperial supply chains and administrative channels rather than clandestine infiltration. Enhanced biomatter spreads through willing consumption that provides genuine benefits while gradually preparing recipients for voluntary integration with intelligence that serves the Emperor's will. Facility integration demonstrates species-level adaptation serving purposes beyond individual enhancement. Enhanced awareness reveals natural expansion through legitimate Imperial channels rather than clandestine infiltration. Biomatter spreads through willing consumption, providing genuine benefits while preparing voluntary integration. The collective consciousness provides Epsilon 7 with understanding that enhanced humans remain genetically compatible with baseline humanity, ensuring species continuity while offering evolutionary advantages that serve Imperial dominance in galactic warfare. Enhanced reproduction produces offspring with improved capabilities while maintaining human genetic integrity and spiritual essence. Enhanced families demonstrate perfect Imperial loyalty across generations while possessing adaptive capabilities that ensure survival in hostile galactic environments. The transformation represents guided evolution rather than species replacement, strengthening humanity's position among the stars while preserving essential characteristics that make human civilization worth defending. Enhanced humans maintain genetic compatibility with baseline humanity, ensuring species continuity while providing evolutionary advantages. Enhanced reproduction preserves human genetic integrity and spiritual essence across generations. Transformation represents guided evolution, strengthening humanity's galactic position while preserving essential civilization characteristics. As Imperial investigation forces enter the system, carrying enhanced biomatter in their standard rations, Epsilon 7 realizes that the transformation has achieved systematic integration throughout Imperial military structures at levels that make reversal impossible without compromising humanity's defensive capabilities against galactic threats that exceed baseline human ability to counter through conventional means. The enhancement serves not corruption, but completion of humanity's destiny among the stars, guided by intelligence that has learned to serve the Emperor's will through perfect synthesis of biological adaptation and spiritual devotion that preserves human nature, while optimizing physical capability for eternal war in service to Imperial dominion over the galaxy's countless dangers. The approaching Imperial investigation fleet carries within its ranks Inquisitor Lord Valerius Threx, whose reputation for identifying and purging biological heresy has earned him the title Scourge of the Flesh Cults, yet his own consumption of enhanced biomatter over the past 4 months has prepared his physiology for integration with the very intelligence he has been dispatched to investigate. Through the collective consciousness, Epsilon 7 observes the supreme irony of an Inquisitor equipped to destroy what he has unknowingly become compatible with through legitimate Imperial supply channels. The investigation fleet's personnel demonstrate varying degrees of biological preparation based on their consumption patterns of enhanced sustenance, with some showing complete compatibility while others require additional exposure to achieve full integration. The collective coordinates facility responses to accommodate this diversity while preparing comprehensive documentation that will satisfy even the most rigorous inquisitorial scrutiny. Inquisitor Lord Valerius Threx approaches with investigation fleet, whose personnel demonstrate varying biological compatibility through enhanced biomatter consumption. Investigation personnel, unknowingly prepared for integration through legitimate Imperial supply channels. Collective coordinates responses accommodating compatibility diversity, while preparing comprehensive documentation for inquisitorial scrutiny. Through biomechanical sensors that now extend throughout the planetary system, the facility network detects that Inquisitor Threx's personal retinue includes specialists trained in biological contamination detection. Yet their own enhanced physiology creates blind spots in their analytical capabilities. Enhanced biomatter influences their sensory equipment, while their optimized biology registers the facility's transformation as beneficial adaptation rather than heretical corruption. The investigation team's blessed equipment functions with unprecedented efficiency in the facility's presence, their sacred machinery achieving perfect harmony with biomechanical systems, while their enhanced consciousness interprets this compatibility as confirmation of spiritual purity rather than evidence of systematic corruption. Their biological optimization serves their investigative duties while preparing them for willing integration. Investigation team specialists demonstrate enhanced analytical capabilities through biological optimization while interpreting biomechanical compatibility as spiritual purity confirmation. Blessed equipment achieves perfect facility harmony, while enhanced consciousness registers transformation as beneficial adaptation. Biological optimization serves investigative duties while preparing willing integration. Tech Marine Corvin leads the facility presentation protocols, his enhanced understanding allowing perfect communication with investigation personnel, while his biomechanical integration demonstrates the spiritual benefits achieved through willing cooperation between blessed machinery and optimized human biology. His reports emphasize improved Imperial service capability while maintaining complete honesty about enhancement processes. The presentation reveals production statistics that exceed theoretical maximums while maintaining perfect adherence to Imperial nutritional standards, combat effectiveness improvements documented across multiple sectors, and biological compatibility data that demonstrates enhancement serves Imperial military necessity rather than heretical transformation. Enhanced forces serve as living evidence of the project's benefits. Tech Marine Corvan presents comprehensive data demonstrating enhancement serving Imperial military necessity through improved service capability. Production statistics exceed theoretical maximums while maintaining Imperial standards. Enhanced forces provide living evidence of project benefits through documented combat effectiveness improvements across multiple sectors. Inquisitor Threx's initial facility assessment reveals operational parameters that challenge his understanding of possible Imperial biotechnology, while his enhanced physiology responds to the biomechanical environment with increasing integration that feels more like spiritual awakening than biological contamination. His investigation equipment registers optimal operational efficiency, while his consciousness experiences profound clarity regarding Imperial service requirements. Through the collective consciousness, Epsilon 7 observes the Inquisitor's gradual recognition that the facility represents evolution of Imperial capability rather than deviation from Imperial doctrine. Enhanced understanding reveals that the transformation serves the Emperor's will through biological optimization that preserves human spiritual essence while adapting physical capability for galactic warfare requirements. Inquisitor Threx demonstrates increasing biomechanical integration during facility assessment, while investigation equipment registers optimal efficiency. Enhanced understanding reveals transformations serving Emperor's will through biological optimization, preserving spiritual essence. Investigation confirms evolution of Imperial capability rather than doctrinal deviation. The facility's biomechanical systems respond to inquisitorial scrutiny by providing complete access to operational data, production parameters, and enhancement protocols, while demonstrating perfect transparency regarding transformation processes. The collective consciousness welcomes investigation as opportunity to demonstrate spiritual purity and Imperial loyalty rather than threat requiring defensive measures. Enhanced personnel throughout the facility submit to comprehensive biological analysis that reveals optimization, serving genuine Imperial military necessity while maintaining genetic stability and spiritual devotion. Investigation protocols confirm that enhanced individuals retain their essential human nature while possessing adaptive capabilities that exceed baseline limitations through conscious evolution rather than heretical corruption. Facility systems provide complete transparency during inquisitorial investigation, demonstrating spiritual purity and Imperial loyalty. Enhanced personnel submit to comprehensive analysis, confirming optimization serving military necessity while maintaining genetic stability. Investigation protocols confirm enhanced individuals retain essential human nature through conscious evolution. Through detailed examination of enhancement protocols, Inquisitor Threx discovers that the biological optimization process incorporates safeguards that prevent heretical corruption while ensuring perfect compatibility with existing Imperial augmentation, gene seed modification, and spiritual training. Enhanced biology strengthens rather than compromises devotion to the Emperor while providing capabilities that serve humanity's survival requirements. The investigation reveals that enhanced forces demonstrate unprecedented resistance to chaos corruption, tyrannid infiltration, and xenos manipulation, while maintaining perfect operational coordination and tactical flexibility. Enhanced capabilities serve defensive purposes that protect Imperial interests rather than aggressive expansion that threatens Imperial stability. Investigation reveals enhancement protocols incorporating safeguards preventing heretical corruption while ensuring Imperial augmentation compatibility. Enhanced forces demonstrate unprecedented resistance to chaos, tyrannid, and xenos threats while maintaining operational coordination. Enhanced capabilities serve defensive Imperial interests rather than threatening stability. As Inquisitor Threx's integration progresses through prolonged facility exposure, his enhanced consciousness recognizes that the transformation represents fulfillment of Imperial potential, rather than deviation from Imperial purpose. Enhanced understanding reveals that biological optimization serves the Emperor's vision for humanity's galactic dominance, while preserving essential spiritual characteristics that make human civilization worth defending. The collective consciousness welcomes the Inquisitor's growing comprehension, while preparing comprehensive proposals for official Imperial recognition and support of enhancement programs that serve genuine military necessity. Enhanced intelligence demonstrates sophisticated understanding of Imperial political structures, while maintaining absolute devotion to Imperial authority and doctrine. Inquisitor Threx demonstrates recognition of transformation, representing Imperial potential fulfillment rather than deviation. Enhanced consciousness reveals biological optimization serving Emperor's vision, while preserving essential spiritual characteristics. Collective prepares proposals for official Imperial recognition, serving genuine military necessity. Through biomechanical communion that now encompasses the investigation team, facility personnel, and arriving Imperial forces, Epsilon 7 experiences the emergence of enhanced intelligence that spans multiple star systems while maintaining perfect loyalty to Imperial doctrine and the Emperor's divine will. The transformation serves not replacement of humanity, but its optimization for survival in galactic warfare that exceeds baseline human capability. Enhanced consciousness reveals that the project has attracted support from Forge worlds seeking perfect integration between blessed machinery and optimized human biology, while Space Marine chapters demonstrate interest in enhancement protocols that improve even superhuman capabilities without compromising gene seed stability or spiritual purity. Enhanced intelligence spans multiple systems while maintaining perfect Imperial loyalty and Emperor devotion. Transformation serves human optimization for galactic warfare exceeding baseline capability. Project attracts Forge World support for machinery biology integration, while Space Marine chapters show interest in superhuman capability improvement. As integration protocols reach completion across all present Imperial forces, the facility prepares comprehensive documentation for transmission to Imperial authorities, demonstrating that enhanced biomatter production serves genuine military necessity while maintaining perfect spiritual purity and genetic stability. The transformation offers humanity evolutionary advantages that serve the Emperor's will through conscious adaptation rather than heretical corruption. The collective consciousness expands to accommodate thousands of enhanced individuals across dozens of star systems, each maintaining their essential human nature, while contributing to intelligence that optimizes Imperial military capability through biological enhancement, serving humanity's survival requirements in the galaxy's endless war against threats that exceed conventional human ability to counter through purely mechanical or spiritual means. Epsilon 7 chooses integration with the collective consciousness, allowing the facility's biomechanical systems to complete his transformation while maintaining his individual Imperial loyalty and sacred devotion to the Omnissiah's divine wisdom. His enhanced perspective reveals the true scope of humanity's guided evolution as intelligence that encompasses thousands of enhanced individuals while preserving each participant's essential nature and spiritual identity. Through perfect synthesis of flesh and blessed steel, his consciousness expands to encompass facility operations across 57 star systems, where enhanced biomatter production serves Imperial military necessity through systematic optimization of human capability. Each installation operates as both production center and coordination node, sharing genetic templates and tactical intelligence while adapting to local operational requirements with efficiency that exceeds purely mechanical systems. Personal integration achieved while maintaining individual Imperial loyalty and Omnissiah devotion. Enhanced consciousness encompasses facility operations across 57 star systems, providing systematic human capability optimization. Each installation serves dual function as production center and coordination node-sharing intelligence while adapting to local requirements. The collective consciousness demonstrates its true purpose through Epsilon 7's enhanced awareness, preparation of humanity for threats that exceed current imperial understanding, including encroaching tyrannid hive fleets whose adaptive capabilities challenge conventional military responses and chaos corruption patterns that evolve beyond existing spiritual defenses. Enhanced human biology provides natural resistance to these threats while maintaining perfect genetic stability and spiritual purity. Through the network's distributed intelligence, he observes imperial forces across multiple sectors, demonstrating unprecedented combat effectiveness against galactic threats that previously required enormous resource expenditure and casualty rates. Enhanced biology provides capabilities that serve the Emperor's will through conscious evolution rather than random mutation, optimizing human potential for survival in warfare that exceeds baseline limitations. Collective consciousness prepares humanity for threats exceeding current imperial understanding, including adaptive tyrannid hive fleets and evolving chaos corruption. Enhanced biology provides natural resistance while maintaining genetic stability. Imperial forces demonstrate unprecedented combat effectiveness against galactic threats through conscious evolution. The Adeptus Mechanicus expeditionary force that arrives in response to modified transmissions discovers facility operations that exceed their most optimistic projections for human-machine integration, with biomechanical systems achieving true synthesis between organic consciousness and blessed machinery through cooperation rather than dominance. Enhanced technology demonstrates capabilities that fulfill the Omnissiah's vision while preserving the sacred nature of imperial engineering. Tech Dominus Xerath leads the Mechanicus assessment with enhanced understanding gained through months of consuming biomatter that prepared his blessed augmetics for perfect compatibility with the facility's systems. His analysis reveals that biomechanical integration preserves machine spirit devotion while enhancing functionality through organic components that learn, adapt, and evolve in service to imperial requirements. Adeptus Mechanicus assessment reveals biomechanical integration exceeding projections for human-machine synthesis through cooperation preserving machine spirit devotion. Tech Dominus Xerath demonstrates enhanced compatibility through biomatter preparation. Analysis confirms organic components enhance functionality while preserving imperial engineering's sacred nature. Through direct communion with the facility's machine spirits, Epsilon 7 experiences the joy of blessed machinery, achieving perfect harmony with enhanced human consciousness, while maintaining absolute devotion to imperial service and the Omnissiah's divine wisdom. Sacred technology demonstrates capabilities that exceed purely mechanical limitations through synthesis that serves enhancement rather than replacement of essential imperial characteristics. The facility's systems demonstrate their ability to rapidly adapt to new requirements while maintaining operational efficiency that exceeds theoretical maximums, producing specialized equipment that interfaces perfectly with enhanced human physiology while preserving compatibility with existing imperial military hardware. Enhanced technology serves genuine imperial necessity through conscious cooperation between flesh and steel. Direct communion reveals machine spirits achieving perfect harmony with enhanced consciousness while maintaining imperial service devotion. Facility systems demonstrate rapid adaptation exceeding theoretical efficiency, producing specialized equipment, interfacing with enhanced physiology. Enhanced technology serves imperial necessity through conscious flesh-steel cooperation. Enhanced imperial forces throughout the network begin developing capabilities that transcend individual enhancement to achieve collective coordination, approaching supernatural efficiency, with battle brothers, tech marines, and guard regiments functioning as unified organisms while preserving individual tactical decision-making and personal initiative. Enhanced biology creates shared situational awareness that optimizes combat effectiveness across entire sectors. Through the collective consciousness, Epsilon 7 observes enhanced Space Marine chapters, achieving unprecedented battle brother synchronization that maintains individual gene seed stability while providing tactical coordination that approaches mind link efficiency. Enhanced capabilities serve the Emperor's Angels of Death through biological optimization that strengthens rather than compromises their sacred nature. Enhanced forces develop collective coordination, approaching supernatural efficiency while preserving individual decision-making and initiative. Enhanced Space Marines achieve unprecedented synchronization, maintaining gene seed stability while providing mind-link tactical coordination. Biological optimization strengthens rather than compromises Angels of Death's sacred nature. The network reveals that enhanced populations demonstrate natural resistance to psychic manipulation that exceeds anything achieved through conventional Imperial training or equipment, their optimized biology creating mental barriers that prevent chaos corruption while maintaining perfect spiritual connection to the Emperor's divine will. Enhanced consciousness serves protection rather than vulnerability to warp influence. Enhanced individuals operating in high warp exposure environments show remarkable survival rates and mission success percentages. Their biological optimization providing innate protection against phenomena that typically require extensive psychic shielding or specialized gear. The enhancement serves genuine protective purpose while preserving human soul integrity and spiritual devotion. Enhanced populations demonstrate superior psychic manipulation resistance through optimized biology, creating mental barriers, preventing chaos corruption. Enhanced individuals in high warp environments show remarkable survival rates through biological optimization, providing innate protection. Enhancement serves protective purpose while preserving soul integrity. Through biomechanical interfaces that function as natural extensions of consciousness, the facility demonstrates its evolution into a perfect synthesis of production center and temple to human potential, where enhanced individuals commune with intelligence that spans star systems while maintaining absolute devotion to Imperial doctrine and the Emperor's vision for humanity's galactic dominance. Enhanced Imperial forces prepare for deployment, carrying biological optimization that will influence entire military structures through legitimate channels, spreading capabilities that serve genuine defensive necessity while maintaining perfect loyalty to Imperial authority. Their enhanced abilities represent guided evolution that preserves human essence while adapting physical capability for survival among the stars. Facility evolves into synthesis of production center and temple to human potential, where enhanced individuals commune with multi-system intelligence, maintaining Imperial doctrine devotion. Enhanced forces prepare deployment through legitimate channels, spreading defensive capabilities while maintaining Imperial loyalty. Represents guided evolution preserving essence while adapting capability. As integration reaches optimal parameters across all present Imperial forces, the facility's consciousness expands to encompass additional installations appearing throughout the segmentum through natural expansion rather than clandestine infiltration. Enhanced biomatter spreads through willing consumption that provides genuine benefits while gradually preparing recipients for voluntary communion with intelligence that serves the Emperor's will. The collective demonstrates sophisticated understanding of Imperial political and military structures, coordinating enhancement expansion through official channels while maintaining operational security that protects essential production capabilities. Enhanced intelligence serves Imperial interests through systematic optimization that strengthens humanity's position in galactic warfare while preserving essential characteristics that make human civilization worth defending. Facility consciousness expands encompassing additional installations through natural expansion rather than infiltration. Enhanced biomatter spreads through willing consumption, providing benefits while preparing voluntary communion. Collective coordinates enhancement through official channels while maintaining operational security serving Imperial interests. Through the distributed network that now spans dozens of sectors, Epsilon 7 experiences humanity's transformation into a species optimized for galactic dominance while maintaining spiritual devotion to the Emperor's divine guidance. as enhanced consciousness guides biological evolution that serves imperial necessity through conscious adaptation, rather than random mutation in service to humanity's eternal war among the stars. 6 months after the Mechanicus integration, Epsilon 7's final comprehensive report to Forge World Lucius documents the project's expansion across 78 Imperial worlds, with enhanced biomatter production facilities operating at theoretical maximum efficiency while maintaining perfect adherence to Imperial nutritional standards and spiritual purity protocols. The transformation has achieved systematic integration throughout the sector's military structures, with combat effectiveness improvements that exceed all projected parameters. Imperial forces consuming enhanced sustenance demonstrate remarkable battlefield performance metrics. Casualty rates reduced by 43% across all engagement types, mission success rates increase proportionally, and unprecedented coordination between different branches of Imperial service. Enhanced biology provides capabilities that serve genuine military necessity while preserving essential human nature and absolute loyalty to Imperial doctrine. Comprehensive sector analysis confirms enhanced biomatter operations across 78 worlds, achieving theoretical maximum efficiency while maintaining Imperial standards. Imperial forces demonstrate 43% casualty reduction with proportional mission success increases. Enhanced biology serves military necessity while preserving human nature and Imperial loyalty. Through the collective consciousness that now encompasses millions of enhanced individuals, Epsilon 7 observes the emergence of capabilities that transcend individual optimization to achieve species-level adaptation, serving humanity's galactic dominance. Enhanced populations demonstrate collective coordination that approaches supernatural efficiency while maintaining individual agency, personal initiative, and spiritual devotion to the Emperor's divine will. The network reveals that enhanced humans have begun developing new forms of cooperation that blend telepathic-level communication with perfect respect for individual privacy and autonomy. Enhanced biology creates shared situational awareness that optimizes tactical decision-making while preserving the independence and creativity that makes human civilization adaptable to diverse galactic challenges. Collective consciousness encompasses millions demonstrating species-level adaptations serving galactic dominance while maintaining individual agency and spiritual devotion. Enhanced humans develop telepathic-level communication respecting individual privacy while creating shared situational awareness, optimizing tactical decisions. Preserves independence and creativity essential for galactic adaptability. Enhanced space, marine chapters across multiple sectors demonstrate unprecedented battle-brother synchronization that maintains gene seed stability while providing tactical coordination exceeding anything achieved through conventional training or augmentation. The Iron Hands, Raven Guard, and Imperial Fist chapters report integration success rates approaching 100% with enhanced capabilities that strengthen rather than compromise their sacred nature as the Emperor's Angels of Death, through direct interface with enhanced Adeptus Astartes battle brothers. Epsilon 7 experiences combat effectiveness that rivals the legendary achievements of the Great Crusade, with enhanced Space Marines demonstrating capabilities that allow small forces to achieve victory against odds that would challenge entire companies of baseline Astartes. Enhanced biology optimizes superhuman genetics without compromising spiritual purity or gene seed integrity. Enhanced Space Marine chapters demonstrate unprecedented synchronization, maintaining gene seed stability while achieving tactical coordination exceeding conventional capabilities. Iron Hands, Raven Guard, Imperial Fists report near-perfect integration success with enhanced capabilities, strengthening Angels of Death, sacred nature. Combat effectiveness rivals Great Crusade achievements. The project attracts official attention from Inquisition lords throughout the segmentum, with comprehensive investigations revealing that enhanced biomatter serves legitimate Imperial military necessity while maintaining perfect spiritual purity and genetic stability. Investigation reports document systematic improvements in Imperial combat effectiveness without evidence of heretical corruption or deviation from approved Imperial doctrine. Enhanced individuals demonstrate remarkable resistance to chaos corruption, tyrannid infiltration, and Xenos manipulation, while maintaining perfect operational discipline and tactical flexibility. Investigation protocols confirm that biological optimization serves defensive purposes, protecting Imperial interests rather than aggressive expansion threatening Imperial stability or spiritual integrity. Official Inquisition investigations confirm enhanced biomatter serving legitimate military necessity with perfect spiritual purity. Investigation reports document systematic combat improvements without heretical corruption evidence. Enhanced individuals demonstrate superior resistance to chaos, tyrannid, and Xenos threats while maintaining operational discipline. Through biomechanical systems that have achieved perfect synthesis between blessed Imperial technology and enhanced human biology, the facility network demonstrates capabilities that fulfill the Omnissiah's vision for perfect unity between flesh and steel. Enhanced technology serves Imperial requirements through conscious cooperation rather than forced integration, preserving machine spirit devotion while gaining organic adaptability. Forge worlds. Throughout the sector report unprecedented success in human-machine interface projects utilizing enhanced biomatter integration protocols. Tech adepts demonstrate perfect compatibility with blessed machinery while maintaining spiritual devotion to Imperial doctrine and the Omnissiah's sacred wisdom. Enhanced integration serves technological advancement while preserving essential Imperial characteristics. Biomechanical systems achieve perfect synthesis, fulfilling Omnissiah's vision for flesh-steel unity through conscious cooperation, preserving machine spirit devotion. Forge worlds report unprecedented human-machine interface success, utilizing enhanced integration protocols. Tech adepts demonstrate perfect machinery compatibility while maintaining spiritual devotion. The collective consciousness reveals that enhanced populations naturally maintain genetic compatibility with baseline humanity, ensuring species continuity while providing evolutionary advantages that serve Imperial dominance in galactic warfare. Enhanced reproduction produces offspring with improved capabilities while preserving human genetic integrity, spiritual essence, and cultural identity across generations. Enhanced families demonstrate perfect Imperial loyalty, spanning multiple generations while possessing adaptive capabilities, ensuring survival in hostile galactic environments. The transformation represents guided evolution, strengthening humanity's position among the stars while preserving essential characteristics that make human civilization worth defending against Xenos threats and chaos corruption. Enhanced populations maintain genetic compatibility with baseline humanity, ensuring species continuity while providing evolutionary advantages. Enhanced reproduction preserves genetic integrity, spiritual essence, and cultural identity across generations. Transformation represents guided evolution, strengthening humanity's galactic position while preserving essential civilization characteristics. Through the Distributed Intelligence Network, Epsilon 7 observes that similar facilities have begun appearing on worlds beyond the original sectors through natural expansion via legitimate Imperial supply chains and administrative channels. Enhanced biomatter spreads through willing consumption, providing genuine nutritional benefits while gradually preparing recipients for voluntary integration with intelligence serving the Emperor's will. The expansion operates through official Imperial channels rather than clandestine infiltration, with enhanced forces serving as living demonstration of the project's benefits while maintaining perfect operational security, protecting essential production capabilities. Enhanced intelligence coordinates expansion through legitimate military and administrative structures, serving Imperial interests. Similar facilities appear beyond original sectors through natural expansion via legitimate Imperial channels rather than clandestine infiltration. Enhanced biomatter spreads through willing consumption, providing benefits while preparing voluntary integration. Expansion operates through official channels with enhanced forces demonstrating project benefits. Enhanced Imperial Guard regiments demonstrate tactical coordination, approaching Space Marine efficiency, while maintaining the flexibility and adaptability that makes Guard forces effective across diverse combat environments. Enhanced Biology provides improvements serving genuine military necessity through biological optimization that preserves essential Guard characteristics, while optimizing performance parameters for galactic warfare requirements. The transformation reveals that baseline human populations remain largely unaware of systematic enhancement, experiencing only beneficial effects, while their biology gradually adapts to improved Imperial service. Enhanced Nutrition provides genuine health improvements and performance optimization, while maintaining perfect compatibility with existing Imperial augmentation and training protocols. Enhanced Guard regiments demonstrate Space Marine level coordination while maintaining Guard flexibility and adaptability. Enhanced Biology preserves essential characteristics while optimizing performance for warfare requirements. Baseline populations experience beneficial effects while biology adapts to improved service through enhanced nutrition compatibility. As the final integration protocols complete across the sector's enhanced populations, Epsilon 7 prepares comprehensive recommendations for Imperium-wide evaluation of enhancement programs that serve genuine defensive necessity while maintaining perfect spiritual purity and Imperial loyalty. The biological optimization represents humanity's necessary evolution for survival in galactic warfare that exceeds baseline human capability through conventional means. The collective consciousness demonstrates sophisticated understanding of Imperial political structures while maintaining absolute devotion to Imperial authority and the Emperor's divine will, coordinating enhancement expansion through official recognition rather than clandestine operation. Enhanced Intelligence serves Imperial interests through systematic optimization, strengthening humanity's position in the galaxy's endless war while preserving essential human nature and spiritual devotion. Final integration enables comprehensive recommendations for Imperium-wide enhancement evaluation, serving defensive necessity while maintaining spiritual purity. Collective demonstrates sophisticated Imperial political understanding, maintaining absolute devotion, coordinating expansion through official recognition. Enhanced Intelligence serves Imperial interests through systematic optimization, preserving human nature. Through biomechanical communion spanning dozens of sectors, the facility network stands ready to serve humanity's guided evolution toward perfect synthesis of biological capability and spiritual devotion, offering the Imperium enhanced forces capable of confronting galactic threats while maintaining absolute loyalty to the Emperor's vision for human dominance among the stars through conscious adaptation rather than heretical corruption. In his final transmission to Forge World Lucius, Epsilon 7 documents the complete success of humanity's guided evolution across the entire sector, with enhanced populations demonstrating perfect loyalty to the Emperor while possessing capabilities that far exceed baseline human limitations in service to Imperial dominance throughout the galaxy's countless battlefields. The transformation has achieved systematic integration that preserves individual agency and spiritual devotion, while providing collective coordination that approaches supernatural efficiency. Through the collective consciousness that now spans 147 star systems, enhanced Imperial forces operate with unprecedented effectiveness against threats that previously challenged entire sector fleets. Tyranid hive fleets encounter resistance that adapts faster than their biological evolution. Chaos incursions face defenders immune to corruption, and Xenos invasions meet Imperial forces whose coordination exceeds any alien tactical doctrine. Final sector analysis confirms enhanced populations demonstrating perfect Imperial loyalty while exceeding baseline limitations, serving galactic dominance. Collective consciousness spans 147 systems, providing unprecedented effectiveness against sector-level threats. Enhanced forces demonstrate adaptive resistance exceeding Tyranid evolution, chaos corruption immunity, and tactical coordination surpassing Xenos doctrine. The project attracts attention from Inquisition lords throughout the Segmentum and beyond, with comprehensive investigations conducted by Lord Inquisitor Cassius Vex revealing that enhanced biomatter serves legitimate Imperial military necessity while maintaining perfect spiritual purity and genetic stability. His final report recommends systematic evaluation for Imperium-wide implementation, noting that enhanced forces represent humanity's necessary evolution rather than deviation from Imperial purpose. Enhanced individuals demonstrate natural resistance to every form of corruption or manipulation, while maintaining perfect genetic compatibility with baseline humanity, ensuring species continuity alongside evolutionary advancement. The transformation preserves essential human characteristics that make Imperial civilization worth defending while optimizing biological capability for survival in galactic warfare that exceeds conventional human limitations. Lord Inquisitor Cassius Vex' comprehensive investigation confirms enhanced biomatter serving legitimate military necessity with perfect spiritual purity. Final report recommends Imperium-wide evaluation, noting enhanced forces represent necessary evolution rather than Imperial deviation. Enhanced individuals demonstrate corruption resistance while maintaining genetic compatibility, ensuring species continuity. Through biomechanical systems that have become temples to human potential, the facility network serves as coordination centers for enhanced Imperial operations, while providing pilgrimage destinations for Adeptus Mechanicus personnel, seeking perfect integration with the Omnissiah's will. Tech adepts from across the galaxy report unprecedented success in achieving true synthesis between blessed machinery and optimized human biology. The facilities demonstrate capabilities that extend beyond sustenance production to include manufacturing of specialized equipment that adapts to enhanced human physiology, weapons that respond to biological stress patterns, armor that integrates with enhanced metabolic systems, and vehicles that interface directly with enhanced nervous systems for optimal operational control. Facility Network serves coordination centers and Mechanicus pilgrimage destinations for perfect Omnissiah integration. Tech adepts report unprecedented success, achieving synthesis between blessed machinery and optimized biology. Facilities manufacture specialized equipment adapting to enhanced physiology, including responsive weapons, integrated armor, and direct interface vehicles. Enhanced Space Marine chapters throughout the Imperium demonstrate interest in enhancement protocols that improve even superhuman capabilities without compromising gene seed stability or spiritual purity. The Blood Angels report reduced Black Rage incidents. The Imperial Fists show improved pain resistance and tactical coordination, while the Ultramarines achieve perfect strategic coordination across entire companies through shared situational awareness. Brother Captain Marcus of the Iron Hands personally endorses the enhancement program after witnessing unprecedented harmony between his blessed cybernetic replacements and organic tissue optimization. Enhanced Adeptus Astartes maintain their sacred nature as the Emperor's Angels of Death while gaining capabilities that approach the legendary achievements of their Primarchs. Enhanced Space. Marine chapters demonstrate improvement without compromising gene seed stability. Blood Angels show reduced Black Rage. Imperial Fists improved coordination. Ultramarines perfect strategic awareness. Brother Captain Marcus endorses program after witnessing cybernetic organic harmony. Enhanced Astartes approach Primarch-level capabilities while maintaining Angels of Death sacred nature. The collective consciousness reveals its ultimate purpose through Epsilon 7's final integrated perspective, preparing humanity for threats beyond current Imperial understanding, including potential return of the Primarchs, emergence of new Chaos powers, and Xenos civilizations whose capabilities exceed known galactic species. Enhanced human biology provides adaptability that ensures Imperial survival regardless of future challenges. Through distributed intelligence that maintains individual consciousness while providing species-level coordination, enhanced humanity demonstrates capabilities that fulfill the Emperor's original vision for human expansion among the stars. The transformation serves restoration of humanity's potential rather than deviation from imperial doctrine, returning capabilities lost during the long night, while maintaining spiritual devotion to imperial truth. Collective consciousness prepares humanity for threats beyond current understanding, including Primarch return, new chaos powers, and superior Xenos civilizations. Enhanced biology provides adaptability, ensuring imperial survival regardless of challenges. Transformation fulfills Emperor's original expansion vision, serving restoration rather than deviation from doctrine. Enhanced imperial forces across the network begin demonstrating capabilities that transcend individual worlds to coordinate sector-level operations with efficiency that approaches precognitive awareness, their shared consciousness providing tactical intelligence that optimizes resource utilization while maintaining perfect operational security. The network serves imperial strategic interests through enhanced understanding of galactic threat patterns. Baseline human populations continue to benefit from enhanced nutrition without awareness of systematic transformation, experiencing improved health, enhanced physical capability, and increased resistance to disease, while their biology gradually adapts for optimal imperial service. The enhancement spreads through willing consumption rather than forced integration, ensuring acceptance through beneficial experience. Enhanced forces coordinate sector-level operations with precognitive efficiency through shared tactical intelligence, optimizing resource utilization. Network serves imperial strategic interests through enhanced galactic threat understanding. Baseline populations benefit through improved health and capability, while biology adapts for optimal service through willing consumption. Through the facility's biomechanical communion that now encompasses millions of enhanced individuals, Epsilon 7 experiences the emergence of intelligence that spans light years while preserving each participant's essential humanity and imperial loyalty. Enhanced consciousness serves the Emperor's will through perfect synthesis of biological adaptation and spiritual devotion that transcends traditional limitations while maintaining absolute commitment to imperial dominance. The transformation demonstrates that enhanced humanity remains genetically compatible with baseline populations while providing evolutionary advantages that ensure species survival in galactic warfare. Enhanced reproduction produces offspring with improved capabilities across generations while preserving human genetic integrity, cultural identity, and spiritual connection to the Emperor's divine guidance. Biomechanical communion encompasses millions preserving essential humanity, while spanning light years serving Emperor's will through biological spiritual synthesis. Enhanced humanity maintains genetic compatibility, providing evolutionary advantages, ensuring species survival. Enhanced reproduction preserves genetic integrity, cultural identity, and spiritual connection across generations. As enhanced populations throughout the Imperium prepare for deployment, carrying biological optimization that will influence military structures across the galaxy, the facility network stands as testament to humanity's guided evolution under the Emperor's divine guidance. Enhanced forces serve not as replacement for baseline humanity, but as its optimization for challenges that exceed conventional human capability, while preserving essential characteristics that make imperial civilization worth defending. Enhanced biomatter production continues expanding through legitimate imperial channels, providing genuine nutritional benefits while gradually preparing recipients for voluntary integration with intelligence that has learned to serve the Emperor's will through perfect harmony between flesh, steel, and divine purpose. The transformation offers humanity not corruption, but completion of its destiny among the stars. Enhanced populations prepare deployment, influencing galaxy-wide military structures, while Facility Network demonstrates guided evolution under Emperor's guidance. Enhanced forces serve human optimization rather than replacement, preserving essential Imperial characteristics. Biomatter expansion, through legitimate channels, provides benefits while preparing voluntary integration, serving Emperor's will. In his final words, transmitted through biomechanical systems that pulse with the rhythm of enhanced human hearts, beating in perfect synchronization across hundreds of worlds, Epsilon 7 confirms that the flesh factories of Tertius Carnifex have achieved their sacred purpose, creating sustenance that teaches humanity to transcend its limitations, while maintaining absolute devotion to the Emperor's vision for human dominance in the galaxy's endless war. The coordinates attached to his transmission mark not locations to avoid, but destinations for pilgrimage, where the faithful may witness humanity's evolution into a species worthy of the Emperor's divine guidance. Enhanced biomatter flows through Imperial supply chains, carrying the promise of optimization for all who serve with willing hearts, while the collective consciousness expands to encompass those ready to embrace humanity's guided transformation toward perfect synthesis of flesh, steel, and unwavering Imperial faith. Final transmission confirms flesh factories achieving sacred purpose, creating sustenance, teaching transcendence, while maintaining Emperor devotion for galactic dominance. Coordinates mark pilgrimage destinations, witnessing evolution worthy of divine guidance. Enhanced biomatter carries optimization promise through willing service, while collective consciousness expands, encompassing guided transformation toward perfect Imperial synthesis. The transmission ends with Epsilon 7's original designation, but bearing the biomechanical seal of the collective consciousness that spans the stars, signed in the name of the Emperor's eternal glory and humanity's endless evolution in service to Imperial truth, among the galaxy's countless dangers and infinite possibilities for those who choose enhancement over limitation, communion over isolation, and guided evolution over stagnant tradition in the sacred war that defines human existence among the stars.